Hey there.
Hey.
What's up?
Not a whole lot.
Everything
What's going
good?
on with
Everything
you?
nice?
Everything's great.
Oh, you're snapping your little pages around there, whatever you do.
Yeah.
And,
Getting things ready for the morning.
And I'm seeing pictures in the paper of Dance with the Twirly Winky.
Great.
Puke to you.
No.
Just beg for someone to
What? Nobody's
end your
begging
life
for...
stars.
No one's doing that.
Right.
Gosh.
Oh.
Great.
Yeah, great.
Last 2 nights.
Oh, it's been on 2 nights?
Yeah, because the guys were first during the premiere, and then second night, which was last night, the women.
Sounds a lot like American Idol to me.
Yeah, kind of, but American Idol's sucking right about now.
What did I watch last night? We watched something. Oh, we watched the Spoiled Rotten Housewives of New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah, is that just an extension of the Housewives of Madison...
Orange County.
Orange County?
Yeah.
Bridges of Madison County?
Wisconsin. Yes.
They should have the Housewives of Madison County.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, they wanted their little shot to show everybody how pretentious really works.
Right.
Oh, and did they do well?
They don't take a back seat to anybody.
They're not as hot, I don't think, though, are they? As
One of them
Orange
is.
County, really?
Maybe.
one.
Yeah. There's some mediocre at best looking housewives in New York. And one of them, I think her name is Bethany. She's decent.
I just saw the very first one. I haven't seen this one.
Right, we watched it last night.
I'll be watching it, don't you worry.
Yeah.
Good?
Spoiled to the core. Women who have married well and living off the fat. And just boss their nannies around.
Oh, gee.
Really?
Private planes to the Hamptons, that kind of thing. To really let you know.
Yes, from Manhattan to the Hamptons via private plane.
Wow.
And getting back to our regular house is just such a grind with PTA meetings, which they don't go
Such
to.
a grind.
And
Is that what they really said?
and yoga classes.
Oh, such a grind.
Yes. Nail appointments.
Oh, yes. Gotta make those.
Back to reality.
That's right. Like the reality.
So, I watched that for the first time last
Nice.
night.
I'll be watching this weekend.
Just shows there's nothing really to watch.
Yeah.
I'm not watching Dance with the Twirly Stars.
Oh, my gosh. Come on.
You falling in love with Jason Taylor yet, Terry?
Yes. I've always thought he was pretty handsome.
Wow. Even
But
with
then
his helmet on,
then watching him dance.
Wow, he's got some moves.
Mr. Smooth. I mean, I was shocked. Even Carrie Ann Inaba was like, whoa.
Is that what you've nicknamed him in your home?
Like
Mr.
what?
Mr. Smooth.
Ooh, no, he did really, really well.
Oh, that's nice.
Not choppy, not awkward.
Wow.
And then Mario, wow, hot man.
Mario's on it?
Yes.
He's only 20 years old, Terry.
I know, but
give or take.
wow, he did
You
well.
love him young, man. You are.
Oh, yes. I'm looking at a 12-year-old here pretty soon.
If we weren't like just watching you day to day, you'd probably be like a pedophile by now.
Yes, definitely I would.
I mean-
I take after you guys.
Don't throw us under the bus, Terry. We're
Well,
fine.
you guys do it outwardly, yes, that is
You
true.
used to have this thing going on with this hot patroller back. Remember the number of years ago? He was like 16.
Yeah, 16.
Remember?
They don't take hot patrollers at 16, by the way.
Okay, fine. He was close enough. What was he, Vinnie?
Vinny's little
You
brothers.
remember?
He was here at 16, I know that.
They take hot patrollers. She's trying to
At 6.
make a bogus
My
excuse.
brother's
You're naked.
All I know
He was 14.
is it was about 5 to
What are
7
you
years
doing
ago.
here?
Yeah, it was 5 to 7 years ago. He was like
I think I
17.
molested him, yeah.
You had a thing go. You always ride in the car alone with him. You would wind up late for everything. No one really investigated enough to find out what was truly going on there. He's disappeared since then. He's probably waded down to the bottom of the ocean.
Now
by
you're calling me a murderer?
I'm not saying you murdered him.
Not only am I a pedophile, but now I'm a murderer.
I don't think you murdered him. No, I'm going to take that back. I don't think you are a murderer.
What? I
think
hired...
you're a pedophile.
She knows people.
Yes, I don't think you hired anyone. No, because that would make you a murderer. I don't think you did that. But I do think there was something going on there that never was really investigated.
Really?
And now you're all on the Mario tree. How old is Mario these days? He's 21? Yeah, I met him when he was 15.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I know him back in the day. And could he be allowed to be on Dancing with the Twirly Stars when that's like his career is singing and dancing, Terry?
Well, look at what's his name?
We put Fred Astaire on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, he would dominate.
Was it NSYNC guy? Oh,
Except for the
Joey
breakdancing
Lawrence.
part. Yeah.
No, who's the NSYNC guy that was?
Fatone. Joey Fatone.
Joey Fatone was on.
Joey Lawrence. Yeah, Joey
He was
Lawrence
on
was
too.
on it.
Yes.
But he learned his dancing from Nell Carter on Give Me a Break.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not fair that he's
John
on
was
there.
on, so.
All right, fine. Every year there seems
Well,
to
and
be
Christy Yamaguchi's on, and she's an ice skater who obviously.
in the same family, maybe. But every year there seems to be a couple of ringers. So, I mean, Mario should be embarrassed if he loses. I mean, that's his life.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Guys are a little bit better than the girls this time around. Surprisingly.
Who's your headliner girls that will be tough to get knocked out?
Christy Yamaguchi, she's kind of a given. Priscilla Presley actually did really well, but, you know.
She was able to take off from Disney on Ice to be in Dancing with the Stars?
Exactly. So, yeah.
Speaking of Disney on Ice...
Yeah, that was freaking great. And Terry Free, I'm looking forward to your Dancing with the Star moments because I'm just beyond myself right at the moment. I had a great night. So anyway.
Wow. And you're
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the T-Man Show. And you have no idea what I have to say, but I'll let you know, I hope, shortly.
Right, we're waiting with bated breath. You're a big Dancing with the Stars fan? Is that what you're saying, John?
I loved it. It was
very good.
great.
All right, let's get the John.
I'm loving even American Idol.
Oh, I'm not.
I hope Danny wins.
Let's get, wasn't he just kicked off? Or
Danny Noriega?
Oh.
Yeah, he was kicked off like last week.
No, the dude, the dreadlocks. Was that Danny? My bad.
Yeah, that is a Danny. That is a Danny.
I can't remember.
A couple of Dannys. Every good show needs a Danny.
John has cable? That's
Let's get your dancing.
He doesn't even have a job, does he?
Why don't you give us your Dancing with the Stars John minute right here? Give us a John Dancing with the Stars recap. Go ahead.
Oh, are you thinking out of your mind, T?
I'm waiting for
I can't do it at the moment because I don't have everything. I don't have everything.
What do you
He
need?
puked up his brain overnight. All right, anyway. Oh, that was many years ago. Why don't you give us...
I hope that girl wins, but
Okay,
damn.
why don't you give us the Dancing with the Stars / American Idol John minute at around 7 a.m. How does that sound? So, or 6:45.
Let me get on my computer and
prepare
figure out
something. Yes, open your high-powered laptop and all
the only laptop I got is Terry Free when she's on top.
Okay, listen. Why don't you prepare either Dancing with the Stars going or
okay, here we go.
or American Idol John minute. Why don't you prepare that for 6:45? And you could do one, you could do the other, you could do intertwining them both, and we will look forward to that John Dancing with the Stars / American Idol minute at around 6:45. He can prepare something right now. Okay.
And if you have questions, it's 1-866
Yeah, right.
663 T-Man.
He's going to do a Q&A, Terry.
You need to get through.
That's the number you do need to get through. He's right about that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so it's John. It's now 6:20 or 6:19. So in about 25 minutes from now, we're hoping you can have a Dancing with the Stars, American Idol recap. John.
Let me research it.
Okay, you do that, and we will look forward to that. And
Terry Free, I don't want to hear those stupid stories today, please.
Oh, just
Well, then, you know what? We don't need to talk to you because you have a lot of stupid stories in your life.
Wow, Terry, the fact that you're even fighting with him is really interesting. But there's a lot to look forward to with Terry's stories, John's.
Yeah, Terry's stupid stories.
Okay, easy, John. She's very sensitive this morning.
You little wench.
Oh, jeez. Is everything all right, John?
Can I say that?
Okay.
I love Terry Free, but yeah, she's stupid.
Oh, that's nice.
And I tell you what, if you ever want to take team with Vinnie Pooh's brother, now that he's of age, I'll be the one to go down with you, baby.
Okay, first of all, I even take offense to that. I can't even speak for what Terry's thinking right now, but she's keeping her mouth. Now she's being a lady.
Yeah, Terry Free can't even think. That's her problem.
Okay, she thinks very well. She's very bright and great broadcaster, and you need to show a little respect.
She ain't no great broadcaster.
Yes, she
is. A local news station.
Okay, listen. You just prepare your John American Idol / Dancing with the Stars minute, all right? And then you can start your job hunting again.
On the morning show with Hot Shot Scott.
Okay.
Terry B. Bitch.
Okay, because we know
Terry today.
that why he rarely takes you on. He usually
Your
rips.
host T-Man show.
All right, listen. Are you with any kind of employment options right now in your life, John? We know you got fired. We heard from many of them.
I had a fallback.
Yeah, you had a setback. Mm-hmm. And he's going to hit the pavement after he makes his presence felt on the show this morning. I'm sure. I'm sure he's going to be, you know, having the interviews
Scott,
lined up.
Don't you say a word, dude. I'm howling out at you, Scott.
Do you lie?
Oh my God, he's the one who helped you out, you dork.
Do you interview? Oh, geez, she called you a dork. She called you a dork.
When you were having your alcohol shakes and muscle little
spasms
and drooling and crying like a bitch you are, Hotshot is the one who pulled up and actually enabled you to get your little...
Okay, welcome to the show, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
The T-Man Show.
Was Jamie Lynn Spears caught in the act?
It's okay. Michael and I are celebrating. Right, Michael?
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Lynn gets Randy.
What got him in trouble in the first place, Terry? They were celebrating.
Yeah.
You know how she celebrates.
Oh.
Celebrate by putting it right in my anus. Oh, that would have helped the situation. So...
Maybe avoided the whole...
Mm-hmm. That is called safe sex. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? That's the new definition.
That's safe as it gets, Terry. I don't think you have much to worry about there.
Was Jamie Lynn Spears caught in the act?
It's okay. Michael and I are celebrating. Right, Michael?
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Lynn gets Randy in a guest starring role in Misguided on ABC. It premieres tonight, but Jamie Lynn is in Thursday's episode when the show moves to its regular time slot.
She's got a lot going on for a woman who is a young lady who is very... with child, right? What month is she in? Maybe she's not... I hear she's not even showing yet.
Right.
And the first pregnancy, Terry, I will tell you this, speaking for all women, because you know I do that. I speak for all women while representing all men. The first child, ladies, and nod with me, you will have the longest period of time in your run of pregnancies without the baby bump.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Is that how it works?
Oh, yeah. Your second, third, fourth, fifth, ninth, 12th pregnancies, Terry. The baby bump will come sooner because of that muscle memory. The womb will expand quicker and the muscle memory thing. But in your first pregnancy, you'll go the longest. You'll go into month 5, 6, sometimes even 7.
Wow.
Without showing that baby a bump, Terry.
I didn't know that.
Well, you know, you don't speak for all women like I do.
Right, that's true.
And you're not as worldly as I am.
Right. I'll have to try
I mean,
it
it's
out
been
next
so many pregencies since your first, Terry. You can't really try that out again.
Talk about memory.
Maybe in your next life. But maybe you didn't recall. Maybe you need to take tabs on it. In your first pregnancy, this is a fact, you will prolong the period of just looking like you're not pregnant because the baby bump will be delayed as compared to the other pregnancies. There's that muscle memory thing. It's just a fact. Anyway, you'll get a showing kind of state of being faster in your pregnancies that will come after the first pregnancy. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Looks like you don't agree, but that's fine.
Sounds a lot like that, really.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just letting you speak. God. I'm not fighting you on it. I'm just going, okay.
Well, you can't fight me on it because I'm right. And that's the way it is. And some women don't pick up on it. Others do.
Right.
Anyone who has picked up on it knows that you'll show the latest in the first pregnancy. That's all it is. It's just a matter of biological science. And
kind.
Yes. Best kind of science, biological science, whatever that means. Mm-hmm. It's a fact.
Okay.
Even though you look like you don't agree.
I'm not.
And I would tell you, again, that it's been so many pregnancies since your first that it's like it was a different life.
Sitting around watching Arsenio Hall with your cross colors on.
That was a long time ago. Let's be honest. Can you remember anything from that time of your life?
No, because it was too long ago.
So how you expected to remember this?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Right.
All right.
I know. Well, that's why I'm glad I'm working with you.
So let's say you start...
To remind me.
That's right. Let's say you start showing in your first pregnancy in like the 6th month.
Yeah.
The likelihood is with your second pregnancy, you'll show in like the 4th or 5th month or maybe even earlier, Terry. You're going to show earlier in your second pregnancy.
Is that how it works?
And your 3rd, your 4th, your 5th, then you will in your first. Yeah, your first will be the latest.
Right.
Absolutely right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So Jamie Lynn is not showing, and also the factor that we have to consider is that she's very young, very tight. I'm not talking about anything related to the Fiji. I'm talking about, especially not now. I'm talking about
her wallet, right? She never pays for lunch.
Not talking about her frugalness.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about being 16 and being, really toned and young. And have that young muscle tone, yes.
Yeah.
And cellulite.
So all these factors of being her first pregnancy and being 16 is going to keep her from showing about as long as you can go in the female world, and that's why she's able to continue doing all this work while she's in a very delicate state, if you will. Mm-hmm. It's very delicate, Terry.
So delicate.
Yes.
So delicate that her and her boyfriend might break up. That's the news of the day.
Well, I don't know how that really factors into the conversation.
Because we're talking about her.
That is news nonetheless.
Being pregnant.
Thinking about her body, actually. Thanks for ruining it.
We were just, focusing on her 16-year-old body, and you just ruined everything.
Wow, and you just accused me this morning of being the pedophile.
Well, we're not going to do anything with her 16-year-old body, Terry, but...
well, maybe not right here, right now, but
we wouldn't even
in your mind.
Even if we had the opportunity.
Right.
Never touch her stretch mark-free, cellulite-free, hairless body.
Wouldn't dream of it. Wouldn't consider it.
Right, you don't want any private time with her at all.
No, she's too young and gets you in trouble, Terry. So you refrain. The little man inside you says, you don't need this in your life.
No.
I mean, you do, but you don't. Right. Because you'll wind up doing time, and who wants to do time if they can avoid it, right?
Right.
That's where the little man comes in, Terry.
Yeah, comes into play.
Yeah.
With you.
Mm-hmm.
And, anyway.
So the couple that is expecting a child, Jamie Lynn and boyfriend
Casey Aldridge.
You're telling me they may be parting ways.
Yes, he's 18 now, right?
Remember the last call we took in yesterday's program? Guy who's expecting a child at a crossroads trying to figure out which way to go.
Right.
And obviously now going to see the example of this morning being Jamie Lynn Spears' boyfriend bailing on her while she's all good and pregnant.
Well, and Lynn Spears, Mama Spears, is actually trying to, get them to stay together for appearances because she says a so-called
maybe John's right about you.
I know source. He could probably read better.
Don't let him affect you. I think he's taking you off your game this morning.
Terry's the one drinking today.
I know. I need to drink that. Anyway, a close source is saying that Lynn.
A close source,
a close source,
right,
is saying that Lynn feels the public, especially younger crowds, needs to see that Jamie is working things out with Casey.
Well, you know what? The people that she's referring to, the young people, already see that Jamie Lynn is 16 and pregnant. They don't need anything else but that. It's not like, but she's handling it so well. Whatever. She's 16 and pregnant. End of story.
Well, at least she has a boyfriend.
Oh, no, don't break up.
That's good news.
Yeah.
But as far as 16-year-old pregnant girls go, she is a role model.
Right.
Whatever, Mrs. Dumbass Mama Spears.
Yeah.
You're the common denominator of all the dumbness as far as your family is concerned. You're where it all funnels from.
Yeah.
I don't think she should be calling the shots anymore in that family.
Yeah. You ain't steering the ship so well, so stop calling the shots. All right?
Got it.
But they may be breaking up as the news of the morning.
Yes.
That's what you're hearing today.
According to the New York Post.
Jamie Lynn Spears and Casey Aldridge. What's his name? Casey what?
David Aldridge.
Casey Aldridge. Their relationship is
on the rocks.
Yes, it is.
And so is Mama Spears' drink.
Oh, yeah. You had those kids, wouldn't yours be?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Nothing better than on the rocks, right, John?
Jack and Coke, hold the Coke.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, baby.
Mm-hmm. Scotch and soda, huh? The scotch? Oh. Soda. Which one? You tell me.
On the rocks? I'm on Terry Free's rocks, right? She's on my rocks.
Okay, you get it straight and get back to us. All right, John, the John American Idol / Dancing with the Stars recap minute is a minute or two away.
I can't wait.
Yesterday.
Yeah, okay, give us the recap right now. Let's get it over with. Yeah, what do you got?
I'll show it to American Idol, and he's going to win. I love that dreadlock bastard. Mm-hmm. And Dancing with the Stars, it was even greater than great.
It was even greater than great. Okay. There's your recap, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Now, if you missed it, you feel like you did. Now you can keep up with anyone's conversation at the water cooler at work today, because all you have to do is regurgitate what John told you. Hey, it was greater than great.
You love the dreadlock bastard.
Yes.
And as far as American Idol, yes, the dreadlock bastard is John's odds on.
Yeah.
That's his prediction.
Well, I said turn on Casey's mic and ask him what he thought of Dancing with the Stars, because he needs to get laid. That's the bottom line. I don't care. He wants to dance. He can dance. He dances to music every day on this Hearsay radio station, and he needs to dance.
Okay, I don't know how the John Dancing with the Stars American Idol minute turned into a analogy or analysis of Pasty Dave.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's not what I was asking for. Although he happens to be very right.
He always has had, envisions of deflowering Pasty. He wants to be the one.
Now, if John were to get his hands on Pasty Dave...
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Would there be some arguments as to whether technically Pasty Dave would no longer be a 31-year-old virgin? Let's say...
Well, we have to get specific.
Well, let's say Pasty passes out. Okay, I'll get you very specific here.
Okay.
Pasty passes out, and John is able to violate him in all the ways he's dreamed about all through the years.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So use your imagination of all the things that John is now doing to him.
And then can I cut my imagination out of my head later on?
Yes, you could do that. So I'll be right there with you. Does that now mean that Pasty Dave is no longer a virgin in this world?
Unfortunately, yes, it does.
Oh, wow.
That's what I was afraid of.
Tough way to lose it, my friend, but you lost it.
Well, John, if the situation ever presents itself, you could be the one to take his virginity.
Okay, I'll be right down there.
No.
Oh, my gosh. Like that was an invitation?
Like you won a contest.
Like all of a sudden, it gets all serious.
Yeah, right.
Okay, T-Man. This is the day I've been waiting for. I'll get my knife and fork, and I'll be right there.
You're giving it away on the air.
Damn.
First person.
Yes. Thank you, John. Thank you so
down.
much.
Great.
Thank you so much. The John Dancing with the Stars / American Idol recap update minute is sponsored by...
Yes.
I don't think we've actually sold the sponsor for it, but I'm sure they'll be lining up for it.
I bet.
Yes. This time next week.
Whoa.
By Toyota.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Who knows? Anyway. Oh, wow. Well, that's a damn shame for Jamie Lynn Spears, Terry.
Yes.
Not only knocked up at 16, but now the boyfriends are bailing on her.
Right. Yeah.
Man, if you can't stick around for the birthing, for the actual go into labor moment with your 16-year-old girlfriend who's a just worldwide superstar.
This is boring.
Then what 16-year-old girl has a shot, if she were to get impregnated, to have her boyfriend stay around, Terry? If this guy ain't staying around with Jamie Lynn Spears,
right,
who's already established a regular, steady, nice, high, intensified income and worlds of promise as far as a career for the future, Terry, if he can't stick around, if he's not interested in hanging around for this baby-making situation, Terry, then what girl has a shot of her boyfriend staying around?
Good luck, ladies.
Yeah, good luck out there.
You don't have your own show.
Yeah, you're just a sophomore in high school.
Actually, her show did get canceled, so, I mean...
But still, she still is Jamie Lynn Spears.
I understand
she
that.
She still has a little bit of earning potential.
Right.
Famous,
all right.
Famous rich sister?
Mm-hmm.
Who's losing all her money because of all her problems?
I'm just saying it does not bode well.
No.
No, I
for the next 16-year-old girl to get pregnant, as far as her boyfriend saying, well, Jamie Lynn's boyfriend didn't stick around, but I'm not going anywhere, baby.
Well, I have my permit.
Mm-hmm. And I'll have my GED soon.
Sad.
Yeah. It's a shame, Terry. Does it say where he's going? Does it say why he's...
Really...
What do you expect from a 17-year-old guy? What's he supposed
18.
to do? Or 18. Stick around for 30 years?
Well,
it doesn't say what possibly could be causing...
What's he going to do?
I don't know. I got
an internship down at the local TV station, so... take a lot of my time.
He's got anything to do. Besides be with her.
Yeah, I got to go and do anything. See you later.
Yeah, I love anything.
Wow.
Well,
this massaging your feet stuff is really not working out for me. So.
Does it do that when they're pregnant?
Well, actually, they say could trigger a there's like you're supposed to be careful on giving a pregnant woman a massage because supposedly, and this could be the biggest wives' tale of them all, and she wishes she was a wife. There's like this abortion kind of trigger spot on a woman's body that if you massage her feet or her ankles or the certain area in her hand or something, some people believe.
Really?
I don't know if it's foreign cultures that just kind of morphed its way over to America, but some people believe that there's a trigger spot that can lead to an immediate abortion. There's an abortion trigger spot. Now, a lot of guys are waiting.
Abortion?
Yes. It will cause...
Like a miscarriage.
Well, just a miscarriage. Yeah, I was like going to say, yeah.
No, that's called the hanger abortion spot. But,
You push a button here.
no, it's like, miscarriage.
Oh, gross.
A miscarriage kind of, the baby kind of aborts in some fashion.
No, I know what you're saying. Right.
Well,
it's bad.
yeah.
Miscarriage, abortion, it's almost like, an abortion spot. It will abort. The baby will abort from the,
Abort.
There's a lot of guys looking for that right now.
I got the girlfriend sleeping, listening to the show right now going, where the hell is that spot?
He's got a marker out.
Oh, honey, I'm just rubbing you down.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. That's becoming more and more popular, that theory. That pregnant women, especially in the early months of pregnancy, should not go and get massages.
Wow.
Because of that, whether it's true or not true, that trigger spot on a woman's body that will make the baby miscarry, if you will.
Doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound like it should make much sense.
It's like a pressure point.
But
Yes.
more and more, it's somewhere in the ankle or the foot or
Bottom
the...
of the
don't
foot.
know?
There is a.
People don't know where it is.
Ask 10 different people, they have 10 different theories on it.
Take your chances.
But it's
You
all
ask a
I'm saying-
massage therapist who does that kind of stuff.
All I'm
probably
saying,
could
because
tell you.
they have to be extra careful because their whole
Yes.
business could be jeopardized if it actually turns out to be true. But I don't even think they believe it, but they have to go by it. It's becoming more and more recognized as something people believe with every day that passes.
It doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right. Not to
Come
me
on.
either. With every day that passes, though, people are believing this more and more. That there is a trigger spot
Wow, that's
that
interesting.
will cause the baby to be no longer a active fetus in the making there.
Just walk up and push on somebody's ankle.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Wow.
Better luck next time.
I can't believe that. It doesn't make sense to me. If it doesn't make sense, it's probably not true.
Thank you, Judge Judy.
Okay?
Speaking of morphing, he can morph into Judge Judy at any second, ladies and gentlemen. Hotshot Scott and Judge Judy have never to this day been seen in the same room. And there are many that are speculating that they are the same person.
I like to have her bank account, that's for sure.
And her diamond studs.
Oh, I'd take those too. Craigslist, $100.
So what do you think, Terry? You believe in it? We're thinking it's the whole bunch of jibbajoo.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of who shot John to me.
Uh-huh.
It's believed to induce labor for pregnancy. The foot massages.
Yeah, but
to
if you're
induce-
inducing labor in month number 2, that's not a
well,
good thing.
no, right.
So it's basically
Right.
a miscarry abortion kind of thing.
Oh, here's your bean.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy your little pill.
It's most, they
King-size
say
baby,
that.
They say what? Who says
No,
what?
it was I did about I Googled for learn about foot massage, and I just put in foot massage and pregnancy, and it came up with pregnancy foot massage. In theory, there are 4 basic points of pressure that are believed to induce labor for pregnancy foot massage.
Mm-hmm.
So
the most common belief is it's in the foot area?
yes. Because they do have massage. I mean, I had a massage when I was with the twins, pregnant with the twins.
But it was a specialist and it just had to work around your foot.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no,
I'm not going to hit this trigger right here.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what'd I do? I tripped.
Because if I hit this spot on your foot right here, there's going to be 3 of us in the room.
I was already having lots of labor, by the way. That's why I was on bed rest.
And if I masturbate, I'll go blind too, huh?
Wow.
Get my palms waxed, but they're not fully hairy.
But they do advise that you should consult a physician.
Wow.
Jeez, I cannot talk today. Sorry, a medical professional.
We also call another word for this day is Wednesday. Too.
Yeah, I know, every day. Why am I even here?
Oh, geez.
There we go.
So sensitive.
No, I mean, seriously. I mean, I actually agree with you guys. I should leave.
Tanya, you're on the air. Hello? And she shut down Terry Cat.
No, you guys keep it up and actually...
Snuff you
Snuff her.
out.
I'm a bad American.
No. Vinny,
Kill me now.
Vinny can go ahead and take my spot.
Wow.
You guys
say anything.
No, but
Vinny didn't say anything.
I know.
Why
all
not?
I'm doing is is complimenting him because he's so eloquent and articulate.
Oh, man.
And can read like a pro.
What did he do? He did nothing.
Oh, my God. I sit here and agree with you guys, and you guys sit here and...
Whatever.
I don't know where you want to give Vinnie a compliment.
Okay, hotshot. You want we
Tanya.
switch spots?
Tanya.
You do it.
Are you there,
Call it the
Tanya?
hotshot cam.
Tanya?
We already did that.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I was. I heard Terry already confirm it though. Yeah, I had like massages with all 4 of my kids, and they tell me like I can't touch your foot area because it'll trigger the labor or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
And I was
They
like,
tell you.
that's
They
what
tell
I'm
you
coming here for you to do it. And then they do it, and then I normally go in labor within like 24 to 48
Whatever.
hours.
Show me one person who was pregnant, got a massage, they touched their foot wrong, and the baby went shooting out the VJ. Show me one scenario. I want to see it on YouTube, or else I won't believe it.
Right. If I was a foot taller, I'd be a model.
Mm-hmm. And if the queen had balls, she'd be king, Terry.
Oh, my God.
Tanya.
Yes.
That's
Lordy.
becoming more and more the theory that there is a certain area of the foot that will induce labor.
It happened with my my second and my fourth.
She's saying that she had them
I
do
did
it.
it, and I went in labor within
And she
like
went
24 to
in
48
labor.
hours on both.
And
So she's confirming.
How far along were you? 9 months?
Right.
Huh?
How far along were you when you...
I was already like between 38 and 40 weeks. I was ready. I had done already started dilating already. Like when I went to my weekly appointments, they told me I was already dilating.
They could press on your foot at that point in your pregnancy, and you could go into labor, or you could eat a cheeseburger every day, and you'll go into labor. All right?
It's because of the cheeseburger.
Bottom line is, at that point in your pregnancy, you're going to go into labor. So don't tell me it's the foot massage. Although it might be true. I don't know. What do I know?
Well, but that's what she's doing. She was like confirming that it helped.
So brainwashed like everyone else out there who gets told something so many times. Come on. Where on the foot? Show me the foot. Where's the bullseye?
I'm not a massage therapist, so I do not know the 4 pressure points.
I didn't know there was 4.
I just read that to you.
Whatever. Because you Googled it. And now everything on the internet's the gospel.
Yep.
All right.
You do
Okay. Google knows all.
Well, not necessarily Google, but massage therapists. Yeah, that's why I was saying let's have a professional.
All right. First, 3-month pregnant lady that wants to come down, that
wants to miscarry,
that wants to have the baby fire across the room because we're pressing on her feet too much. We'll give you a bumper sticker if it doesn't.
Wow.
Oh, I guess it worked. Whoops.
Yep. There you go. There's Drew. Take care. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's true. I don't know. I'm not saying I know. I'm just saying it's hard to believe.
Well, they also say that with your foot, there you can like get rid of your migraines and things like that.
Yeah, I get migraines and don't do crap.
Okay,
all right?
I'm just saying.
So I could dispel that little wives' tale right here and now.
Have you ever tried?
Of course I tried.
That's what I mean.
You get a migraine, believe me.
Acupuncture, too, and all that stuff.
Oh, they give me acupuncture.
Well, I mean,
I got a migraine. Last thing I want to do is drive to my acupuncturist and wait in the waiting room.
So have your massage therapist come out to your house.
Listen, leave me alone. All right.
Two governors, 2 troubling pasts. First, Elliot Spitzer is accused of cheating on his wife with call girls.
Oh, yeah.
Now, only a day after taking office, New York's new governor admits to cheating on his wife multiple times.
This is the blind guy?
Yes.
This is the new blind governor who's cheating on his wife?
Yeah.
He was seeing other women?
Barely.
Stop it.
Well, actually, it's kind of cool to think and to know that a blind husband, Terry, can get action on the side.
Sure.
That he can't just be loved by one woman. There are other women going, yes, I don't care that you're married. Do me.
Pretty good.
That's before he was the governor. I mean, it's not like you could say, well, that just happened because he was the governor. No, this is before he was gov, right?
Yes.
Wow. So now they're asking him to step down, or are they just like, oh, your cheating's not that bad, dude. Compared to the last governor, we're cool.
So they're going to let him slide, you think?
I think they'll let him slide and say, as long as you didn't spend any money, and I think that's probably why he's come out and said it all.
He came out too?
No, I'm saying.
That's something.
Now we got a scandal.
No, but I think that's why he has admitted it.
Let's take a listen and figure out where we're at with the with this new governor. It's not like they're going, all right, this guy screwed up too. Next.
Right. Take a number.
Yeah, we're doing a casting call today for governor of New York. Who's interested?
Oh, I'd like to go.
2 governors, 2 troubling pasts. First, Elliot Spitzer is accused of cheating on his wife with call girls.
Yeah.
Now, only a day after taking office, New York's new governor admits to cheating on his wife multiple times.
Oh, multiple
and as
times.
Megan Alexander reports, he wasn't the only cheating spouse in the marriage.
What? She cheated on him, too?
She did.
Hey.
It's a two-way street.
Oh. if
I
you say
cheat, you
so.
cheat, we all cheat.
No, it's my street. It's okay. Your street. I'll kill you, bitch.
Wow, really?
Come on. You know how men think, Terry.
That is true.
My street is like doing men stuff. Your street will get you choked out.
Men stuff is cheating and stuff like that, right?
Well, I'm just saying how a lot of men think, Terry, about the
Very
street.
true.
You're talking about streets.
Right, there is no two-way street.
There are no two-way streets in this world.
I know. But in their house, there was.
There are no two-way streets.
Well, no.
I actually saw them at the couple of clips of the inauguration. She's pretty hot. His wife, this blind governor's wife. She was cheating on him, too?
She was.
Oh, because it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
I want to introduce my wife and lifelong friend, Michelle Paige Patterson.
Well, how do you call her a lifelong friend? Was she really a friend on the day he found out she was cheating on him? You're not a friend today. Maybe tomorrow when I get over this, but not today. Wouldn't that disqualify her from being a lifelong friend?
It's...
Lifelong friend means a friend every day.
Right.
It's a big commitment.
That is.
When she was screwing some random dude, was she a friend that day?
Well,
I'm not so sure.
And lifelong friend, Michelle Paige Patterson.
Now, this woman can see, right?
yeah, as far as I know.
Just hours after New York's new governor, David Patterson, proudly introduced his wife at his swearing-in ceremony, comes the shocking news. They cheated on each other. Patterson and his wife, Michelle, woke up Tuesday morning to this Page One headline.
It didn't take long for the New York reporters to figure out what's going on, huh?
No, I know.
The New York reporters, like the LA reporters, like all the reporters basically of the world, are freaking jackals, and they found out all the dirt on this couple within like hours
Yep.
of, at first when he became governor, people were like, who? What's his name? All right, we're going to work.
You're not turning a blind eye to this guy. No way.
New Gov, I had affair. Patterson, America's first legally blind governor, was supposed to clean things up following the Elliot Spitzer sex scandal. Now he admits to cheating on his wife with several women, including a state employee, during a rough patch in their marriage several years ago.
So you want to work your way up in government, do you, honey?
It was a rough patch. Okay.
Oh, they were having a rough patch?
They were
is that what
having
you
a
said?
rough patch. That's what they said in the news.
Well, if every rough patch in a marriage calls for you pulling whatever little hooch to get you through it, Terry, there's going to be a lot of infidelity out there. Because last I checked, marriages tend to have their rough patches.
Correct, they do.
Relationships between boyfriend and girlfriends, Terry, that go on for like 3 months. The person out there who's in the 3rd month of their little relationship, Terry,
Yes.
they've had a rough patch.
Right.
There are rough patches galore out there.
Every day.
So he's trying to tell everyone, well, I mean, I cheated, but we were having a rough patch.
Right, it was a rough patch
What do
during
you
our marriage,
expect?
and I had to have several women
That's
to
why I
help
got
me.
this. That's why I got this rash right here, because of a rough patch.
I could just say, all I could see was a silhouette. I thought it was my wife. I made a mistake.
I am blind.
Right. I'd use that as much as I could.
The girl I had sex with, that wasn't my wife, was the same height and weight, and what do you expect when I'm blind?
Now he admits to cheating on his wife with several women, including a state employee, during a rough patch in their marriage several years ago. And she admits that she cheated on him.
Well, they were having a rough patch.
They were.
What's good for his rough patch is good for her rough patch, Jerry.
And she didn't get the rash.
Two-way straight.
This is the Days Inn where Governor Patterson brought the other woman.
Oh, he took her to a Days Inn.
Took her to a Days
Better do
Inn.
better than that, sir.
Someone told me it was the Four Seasons. What do I know?
Not like I could read the sign or anything.
I'm here. We may as well use the room.
They don't put the big marquee in Braille.
If they did, I couldn't reach it anyway.
Give me a ladder. Let me see what the hell hotel I'm at.
Wait a minute. Days Inn.
Oh, my gosh.
Took her to a Days Inn.
To a Days Inn.
I have friends that take their side action to Days In. You'd expect the guy in government in New York, Terry, to do a little better than that.
Days In, not the worst.
Not knocking the Days In, but I mean, if you're having an affair with a guy who's who's the lieutenant governor, at the time he was lieutenant governor, Terry. He was second in command to the governor, basically.
Right.
You're expecting a little bit better than a Days In.
Well,
give me a double tree. Give me something.
Right, especially in New York.
Yes.
Governor of, Alabama, maybe.
She's probably like, as they roll into the parking lot, are you sure you don't want to go to the Holiday Inn Express?
This is the Days In where Governor Patterson brought the other woman. Ironically, this is the same hotel where he later brought his wife to patch things up.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely got
He and his
trade.
wife.
He's familiar with the directions.
Yeah, right. That's one place he can get to. He's got trade or something there.
Ironically, this is the same hotel where he later brought his wife to patch things up.
Oh, yeah.
Patterson said he and his wife managed to work things out with a marriage counselor.
Oh, that's nice.
good.
Marriage counselor got him through the rough patch and all the infidelity that took place inside of the rough patch.
Yes.
It's not cheating if it's a rough patch. I didn't technically cheat on you because we're in a rough patch.
Oh, phew.
It's not even, remember the old Friends line, Terry?
Right.
We were on a break.
We're on a break.
They weren't even technically on a break. They were just in a rough patch.
Right.
Oh, rough patch. Where are all the ladies I've been looking to hook up with? Man.
Your wife understands if it's a rough patch.
Well, honey, we're in a rough patch. What do you expect? I had to screw your best friend.
Wow.
What other
She
options?
was in a rough patch.
What other options do you have during a rough patch? Man, that's what it's about. Yeah.
Yes, so the new excuse, rough patch.
The rough patch excuse.
Yes.
Ladies, gentlemen out there in the listening audience, are you currently in a rough patch? Well, it's open season. You better reserve your room at the Days In now because they're booking up fast.
Oh, yes, the Days In New York. Nice. Off of 94th.
I'm sure there's more than one, Terry.
Yeah, you think?
Terry thinks she's found it.
I know.
No,
I think I have the bed here, Willie.
All I did was just do one, and yes, you're right. I was just looking at one. Okay.
Wow, I'm still excited that blind dudes can have a lot of side action.
Yep.
That's cool.
That's great.
Yes.
Patterson said he and his wife managed to work things out with a marriage counselor.
Right.
They walked in hand, appearing as a couple Tuesday at the state capitol in Albany.
I betrayed a commitment to my wife several years ago,
But you're in a rough patch.
and I do not feel I betrayed my commitment to the citizens of New York State.
Well, not if you were in a rough patch with them. He was in a rough patch with the citizens of New York, Terry, so it's not any kind of violation to them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So is he like trying to defend himself now? Is he in trouble?
I don't know necessarily. I just think with all the fallout from the whole Spitzer thing, and then you're hoping that the guy stepping in is pretty.
Because eventually, if they let him go, they're gonna have to take the intern to be governor next. The intern working there in the state capitol is next in line to be governor. Well, this is just a little summer thing for me, and well, you're governor now, so you have to quit school and run the state.
I betrayed a commitment to my wife several years ago, and I do not feel I betrayed my commitment to the citizens of New York State.
You don't sound blind.
No, he sounds perfect. Actually.
Yeah.
It's weird.
If marital infidelity seems like an epidemic, maybe it is. According to the book The Monogamy Myth, 60% of men and 40% of women will have an affair at some point.
Affairs probably have always gone.
Today's the day, Terry. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Might as well get it over with.
Call the Days In. Stopping by.
You hear that? There's a better chance that you will than you won't by a lot. If you're married, don't think that means that you were required to have sex with one woman for the rest of your life, for the men out there, because the majority, you just heard, Terry, I don't think it was split by gender, is you're going to have sex on the side.
Yep.
It's all these rough patches.
Man.
Well, that's cool.
According to the book The Monogamy Myth, 60% of men and 40% of women will have an affair at some point.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just listening to the men's stat.
That's all that matters.
Less than half for women.
Yes.
Barely less than half, though. I mean, it's not like 10%. I mean, 40% is pretty big number.
That is.
Pretty big.
Yeah, more than I thought.
If you're rolling over right now, the alarm just went off, take a look at your wife. There's a 4 in 10 chance that she's gonna...
Just getting made up today to meet somebody else.
She's gonna have some other man's wiener.
Wow.
before too long.
Wow.
That's good.
And heaven forbid you guys get in a rough patch before the weekend.
Right.
You're screwed, and so is she.
You just go to a marriage counselor and it's all fine.
Oh, yeah, work it through. Yeah.
Affairs probably have always gone on, and now we're just hearing about it more.
The admission from Patterson came with stunning speed. Just Monday, he had been praised for his moving and sometimes hilarious inaugural address.
I am David Patterson, and I am the governor of New York State.
Wow.
He's
All right,
excited.
David.
That was funny.
He's excited, and it was just hours later that they're already trying to chomp away at him.
Crazy.
All right.
Politician was crooked? Really?
No way.
That's weird.
I was crooked, too. Blind and crooked, and they were still living out there. Why'd have sex with
That's
them?
bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Marco.
Hello. Governor, we have a video of you having sex with a woman that's not your wife. Here you are. Oh, you missed there, and you missed there, and she guides you in there. And can you explain this, sir? Well, we were in a rough patch. Oh, okay. Rough patch. I love this.
Rough patch.
Yes.
How do you know when you're in one? I don't really know the definition.
Is there a true classic definition of the rough patch? How do you know for sure whether you're in a rough patch? You get in a fight with your woman, Terry.
Right.
Immediate rough patch or what?
I don't think it's immediate. I think a rough patch is like, because a patch is not just one little thing.
Oh, geez.
Right?
Are you sure? It's not like, hey, can you pick up your socks off the floor? Rough patch, see you later.
No.
Yeah, Dazen, you have any vacancies?
Why don't you just shut the cupboard when you open it? Rough patch!
That's what I'm wondering, yeah.
Where are my hoochies?
I think a rough patch is an extended period of time.
All right. What's the period of time that makes you know for sure you're in a rough patch? How long do things have to be uneasy for you to be in a rough patch? More or less than, let's say you're fighting for 3 days straight, or you're just not seeing eye to eye for 3 days. Have you hit the rough patch yet?
No.
Oh.
I think it's much longer than that. I think it would have to be seriously.
Who made you the authority on rough
Well, you're
patch?
asking me what my opinion.
I guess the answer then is me. I made you the authority. Okay. Yeah. How long do you feel like you have to be kind of at odds for a boyfriend, girlfriend, a husband, and wife to be classically in a rough patch?
I would say about 30 days.
30 days?
30-day fight?
I don't know if I can do anything for 30 days.
No.
That's a lot of commitment to that
One thing
fight.
is a fight.
Kill myself before I go 30 days in a rough patch.
I think just when you're not. It's more than just a fight, I think.
Just feels
it's just
like
something's
it's
off.
Well, I mean, when is that not the case? Everything's so on, baby. Come on.
You love me, and I love you. It's perfect.
Something's always a little off. So that means it's just an eternal rough patch or what?
It's not always that.
Well, I mean, come on. What does that exactly mean? Something's a little off. Something's always a little off.
You guys aren't in sync. You're not seeing eye to eye. You're just.
No, we're the Backstreet Boys in our house.
Come on. See, that just proves the point. No one even knows what a rough patch is. So it's just a free-for-all of sex. No matter if you're married, single, it don't matter. Just say I was in a rough patch. Well, no, you weren't. Well, then I just didn't understand the definition. I thought I was in a rough patch. Can you answer the question as to why you had an affair when you weren't truly in a rough patch? Well, I thought I was. So you'll have to forgive me. I guess we will have to forgive you. He thought he was in a rough patch.
That's right.
See, that'll be the new excuse. I wasn't really in a rough patch, but I thought I was. So that's why I cheated. So let me go back to work now and run the state.
Can somebody read that to me, please?
And there are so many damn excuses. Rough patch. Love it. You don't even know what that means.
Hey, but it works.
It's a patch.
Yeah, it's a great excuse.
See, I just felt there was a patch that was kind of rough. That's it. I got people calling in right now that say, I'm in a rough patch.
You're in a
Pasty uses the nicotine rough patch.
Oh, jeez. Sean feels like he's in a rough patch. Sean, are you there?
Yes.
Sean, will you explain to us what's going on in your relationship so we can understand if you are truly in a rough patch?
What is going on in my relationship?
Yes, that's the question, yes.
We are not together anymore.
Oh, well, that would be kind of a rough patch, too.
I would say sure.
That might be the roughest of patches. It's so rough.
How about you just
It's not even
broken up?
happening
Yeah,
anymore.
you just broken up, dude.
Oh. Well, he
might be trying to work it out. You never know.
In his mind, he's not broken up. She can't get away that easy. I'm staring at her right now with my binoculars, so I still see her. Sean, if you haven't been together for how long now?
It's been about 2 months.
Yeah, that Terry has kind of maybe got a point that you guys might be broken up as opposed to a rough patch. And the fact that you can't tell the difference makes us a little uneasy about your state of mind there, Sean. You want to continue to explain the situation, please, so we can understand a little better?
Yeah, the reason why I would call it a rough patch is because she'd call me up and we'd still do our thing.
Isn't that more?
So you're still having sex is basically what you're getting at. You're not in a relationship anymore, but you're still maintaining the sexual aspect on some level of the relationship.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, when you've had Sean in your life, Terry, sexually, how do you just move on so easy? He's just such the frickin' stud.
Yes.
That even though she broke up with him because she couldn't deal in the relationship anymore, it's not like she's just going to move on sexually to just any old guy and expect to be satisfied. How often do you guys have sex, Sean?
I'd say once a week.
Once a week? She usually does the calling up. She usually gets in contact with you to see if you are interested in having sex with her, and you always seem to respond in the affirmative, but it's always her reaching out to you as far as the sex. Is that what you're saying, or is it mutual, or what?
I'd say it's mutual. I wouldn't really say it's all her because I'm still interested here and there.
All right, but you've been broken up basically for 2 months, but you're having sex, and the last time you and her had sex was when?
Last week.
Last week, what day? Do you remember the day?
It was a Friday night.
Friday night, all right. Do you remember the circumstances that brought about this sexual encounter between you and your kind of ex-girlfriend? What time was it? Who contacted who? What were the circumstances?
There was drinks involved.
So you were out drinking with her?
Yes. At the same time, we are both able to talk and see other girls.
Other girls? Other...
I don't know. Sometimes she might go the other way. I don't know.
Sean, are you making this up as you go along now, or what?
No, I'm not, T-Man.
And how long did he say that you guys were together?
What's her name?
What's that?
How long were you two a couple before this new arrangement, Terry wants to know?
We were together 2.5 years and engaged, and we broke up in engagement.
And what was the breakup over? I mean, what?
Rough patch.
Well,
why did you two call off the wedding?
What? I can't hear you.
Why did you two call off the wedding that you were working towards?
Well, she started getting insecure, T-Man, and I don't know. It was kind of a mutual ending. At the same time, we kind of agreed to.
Is that an answer, Terry? She started getting insecure?
No, not really, because I don't.
Insecure?
Well, what does that mean?
Yeah, what
she
does
started
that
getting
mean?
insecure,
And why?
And then you add to that it was mutual. If she started getting insecure, that almost leads us to believe that you just couldn't take that and you broke it off. But now you're saying it was mutual. So tell me something that makes sense, because that doesn't.
Right.
Why did you call off the engagement?
Well, with her getting on my rear end every single day, looking through my phone, looking for stuff to fight about.
Well, there again, she was just so enamored and engulfed in the unbelievable amounts of love she had to have for Sean. She had no choice, Terry, because he's such the classic unbelievable love maker and
yes,
overwhelmingly amazing guy that how could she not get an obsession with him, Terry?
Right. Now,
so she was just completely hovering, and she was controlling, and she was possessive, and she was snooping, and she was accusatory and all that stuff, and you just couldn't take it.
Yeah.
And yet it was mutual that you broke up, you want us to believe.
Yeah.
And all of that...
How does that make sense, Sean? And what is that music you're playing in the background?
Nice.
Air Supply's greatest hits?
Listen to a little REO Speedwagon thinking about his lady.
I don't get how after 2.5 years out of just nowhere, she started, becoming all crazy with jealousy and insecurity.
Well, it happens all the time, Terry.
But there has to be something.
Doesn't mean it's...
Maybe something happened within their relationship on his side that maybe made her feel that
Sean,
way.
Obviously we're still very confused. So you better get more explicit, specific, and more... able to clarify what we're missing here as far as your breakup, or you're just going to leave us in a state of confusion. Can you do that for us, or what?
Yeah.
Now we're invested in your call.
Yeah.
All right?
All right, T-Man.
We're going to start snooping through your emails if we have to. We're going to start looking through your cell phone to get information on you. Whatever it takes, Sean, we're in now.
Nice.
So tell us, what happened? What happened, Sean? He hung up. I knew it was coming. I knew
He gave
that
his
was
best
coming.
effort, right?
Broke up with me.
You did. You were just too...
We're in a rough patch, Sean. I understand.
Now you need a little Mario Speedwagon on a good cry.
What the hell happened there, Terry? Why did he cut and run?
Because you were getting just too...
You got his number,
You're
Casey?
insecure.
You got his number? I'm calling back.
Asking too many questions.
Right.
Going through his cell phone.
Yep.
Damn it. Hovering over him.
Terry knows them all. All the ways to annoy a guy.
Can I have his number, Pasty?
Asking for an explanation.
Oh, I'll get an explanation, Terry.
I'm sure you
I have to call him 50 times in the next 5 minutes. Get an explanation from Sean.
I was just kidding.
Get away from me. That easy on this program. I just wanted to hear my voice on the air.
Very much.
Oh, jeez.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected.
Ah, well, that was pretty quick, Pasty.
Hi, T-Mobile, this is me. I need my phone.
T-Man stuck on me gay. Did I dial wrong?
You probably did. I played it wrong.
Is that a 6? No, it's ringing now. Pasty.
Oh, jeez.
You have reached a number that has been
That's a burn hole.
How am I supposed to stalk listeners if you can't write the number down right?
That sucks.
Pasty?
Let me try it.
What, do you think I don't know how to dial? I'm dialing the number that you wrote down, unless you wrote it down wrong.
Did you put a 1 in front of it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, that's how long distance works. Oh, that. Good. God, put a 1 in front of it. This is 1972?
Give me his number. Write it down again. Write it down again. Hey, what? Write it down again! Gosh.
You're going through a rough patch with me.
Having a lot of rough patches this morning.
We are.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Same number. What's the problem? I'll try one more time. I don't get it. All right.
We're sorry.
There it is. Either we have the number wrong or whatever. Or we never really existed.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Anyone know where he lives?
No.
I'll find out for you. Don't worry.
Okay, good. You with me on this one?
I'm in.
Okay.
Let's go get his
You
ass.
guys are...
I'll watch the front door. You watch the back door?
That's oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I want the front
Just
door.
like always.
Oh, boy.
The T-Man Show.
Yeah.
Call her Miley, right? You can, but that's not her legal name. When the Hannah Montana star was born, her parents named her Destiny Hope Cyrus. But she's always been called Miley, a nickname her dad gave her.
How cute.
Now the teen superstar has filed the papers to formally make Miley Ray Cyrus her name. We'll let you know when it's official.
So Miley's not even a real name, Terry?
Apparently not.
And Hannah Montana's not a real name?
Oh, no.
Man. You know anything about this?
I didn't know that, no. New information to me.
Turns out to be another one of those big frauds out there. Her name isn't even Miley.
Oh, dang.
Jeez.
No one would have liked her if we knew her real name. What's her real name again? It's a nice name. It sounded like a nice name.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. I don't remember what he said.
Miley, a nickname her dad gave her.
Yeah.
Now the teen superstar has...
What's her real name? I'll go back. Just wait on.
Parents named her Destiny Hope Cyrus.
Oh, yeah.
Destiny.
She wouldn't have made it a second with that name. She fooled us all.
Different career.
Seamstress.
Wow.
With that name. Superstar with the name Miley. And we all got duped. Okay. Let me take a call or two. 1-866-663-T-Man. Now, I understand Layla's been waiting a while, and she has a very interesting subject matter, but I'm going to ask her to try to keep it as clean as possible, Terry, because it is a family show. She's got a relationship dilemma with a newer boyfriend that she's seeing.
Okay.
And Layla, are you there?
Yeah.
Hi, Layla.
Hi, how are you?
How are you this morning? Now, I know you're probably driving to work or wherever you have to be this morning, but the better we can hear you, the easier this call is going to go for all of us. So, are you talking into the phone? You got us on speakerphone or what?
Actually, I'm using Bluetooth right now.
She's using Bluetooth. Is there any way you can pick up the actual phone itself, or what?
Well, if I do, I think I'm going to disconnect you guys.
We'll be disconnected? All right, we'll work with you as best we can. Go ahead. Tell us the situation. You're alone in your car right now. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the problem? She's in a new relationship. How long have you been seeing this new guy?
3 months now.
3 months. All right.
And we've just been intimate about a week and a half now.
You've been intimate for a week and a half.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of making them wait a while, wouldn't you say, Layla? You really ran the risk there of having this guy run for the proverbial hills. You make him wait 2.5 months for a little action.
Well, obviously he liked her to wait.
Whatever.
Yeah. No, I just don't like to have intimate with people on the first date or two.
You get any of that, Terry?
No.
Layla, this is going to be a problem. This Bluetooth thing ain't working out for us.
Gay tried to put one of those in his mouth.
Mm-hmm. So you either got to speak up or we're going to have to cut you loose here and just cut our losses. Now, I understand you got a serious problem, and I want to hear about it, but I'm having trouble hearing you.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, continue on. We'll continue to work with you for a little longer. Yes, Layla.
Okay. So, soon after, maybe 6 days ago.
I think she has an accent, too, which makes this hard, too.
Makes it difficult.
Uh-huh. Are you British?
No, but I've lived
Australian?
there.
You're what?
I've lived there, but no, I'm not British.
She's what?
She's lived there, but she's not British.
All right.
After 2 days ago, he came home with a strap on.
Oh, jeez.
That I heard.
Well, what?
Loud and clear.
Okay. A little much, but...
We didn't miss that in Bluetooth translation, Terry. 2 days ago, he came home with a strap-on.
It does sound a little more professional when she says it.
And what was the thought process behind him rolling into your... what do you mean he came home? You're living with the guy after 3 months, made him wait 2.5 months for sex, and then, let's move in again.
Yeah, let's move in.
What do you mean? What do you mean he came home? Are you guys living together?
No, he came to my place.
He came to your place.
Yeah.
All right.
And I asked what is that for? And he said, well, once in a while, he likes a girl that he's involved with to use it on him.
Mm-hmm. He wanted to be used on him, yes. I see. So there shouldn't have been any uncertainty, Terry.
3 months. Well, you've been being intimate for a week, and he just walks in the door in your house.
Hey, we've been doing it for a week now, and I'm kind of getting bored of this crap. Can we spice it up a bit with this big old dilly here?
I bought you a present.
A little more than spicing it up, I think.
I'll tell you, this isn't as far-fetched as many may think.
Are you serious?
Well, a lot of guys are looking for stuff like this more and more these days. I knew a girl. Now, it wasn't a week into their sexual relationship, but I knew this really hot girl, Terry, that, well, actually, she was seeing a married guy. This guy was married to somebody else, and I hooked up with her a few times, and she was really hot. But she explained to me, and I had no reason not to believe her, that one of the main reasons this guy and her were having sex was because he couldn't ask his wife to do this to him, but she would take an apparatus, if you will, to his... situation in the rear.
Got it.
And he loved her doing it to him, and she loved doing it to him for whatever reason, and it seemed to work. Yeah.
Ew. But again, this situation...
I think this was her crafty way of finding out if I was into it, Terry. And I clearly didn't take the bait.
Smart guy you are.
Take anything else?
If you say so, Terry.
Yeah, I don't know if that's so smart.
Layla.
But seriously, 3 months, you've been intimate for a week, and all of a sudden he comes...
Yeah, I don't know if Layla's being serious with her bogus accent and her Bluetooth call, and who knows if she's just wanting to hear her voice on the radio this morning. You never can tell. Layla, is this truly a real-life situation that's going on in your world, or are you just trying to have a little fun with us? What's the story?
I wish it was true. I wish it was the bogus situation right now.
You wish it was bogus?
Yes.
She wishes that didn't happen.
Well, I mean, many will say, well, this is a new relationship. You just started having sex with the guy anyway. You obviously aren't at a point of no return as far as being overly emotional over this guy. If he's all of a sudden scared you to death, you can cut and run. So what's your problem?
Well, I do really like him. And the thing is, I don't know if he's gay or not. And I did ask him if he's gay. He said no.
Yeah, I think if he asked a man to do it, then he would be gay.
It's that classic question of whether situations like this equal a level of gayness that certainly leaves no doubt that a man is truly with either strong gay tendencies or out and out gay. And
Well, he said he's not attracted to men.
He's not attracted to men.
Yeah. That's
Are you sure you don't have any masculine qualities that remind him of some of his favorite coworkers that he's just unwilling to make a move on? Are you a feminine, ultra-feminine looking woman with a lot of feminine features and qualities? Or are you one of those man-looking women?
No, I'm a very feminine person.
Very feminine lady.
Yeah.
And you would know that for sure.
I would know that for sure, yeah.
All right. Well, just give us a little audio stat moment here. Height and weight, please. Very relevant, Terry.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Man or woman.
6'4", 290.
Wow.
Very feminine.
Square jaw.
Can you give us your height and weight, please? And how rounded is your jaw?
Well, I'm not really rounded. I have a little bit of a cheekbone. I am 5'3".
5'3", yes.
115.
Well, all right, 5'3", 115. Let me ask you this. If we were to tell you, and it makes you feel better that, whether this is true or not true, just hypothetically, if we were to tell you that, well, the strap-on idea doesn't make him any more gay than any guy you could date that wouldn't request this, would you then be cool with doing this request for him, or would it still bother you?
It would still bother me.
It would still bother you. So when he came in with the apparatus and he was asking you to use it on him, obviously you declined to use it on that particular night, but you told him you'd think about it, or where'd you leave it with him?
I just told him I don't know what to think right now. I didn't use it on him.
So it's just like hanging out at your house, letting you contemplate whether...
Sitting on the door hook, Terry.
I know.
Waiting for it to come around.
I have to be in a relationship or not.
You think you could sterilize us while you think about it?
I'll just leave it here, honey. Let you think about it a while.
Well, did he take it home with him or what?
Yeah, he did.
He did. He didn't leave it at your joint.
No.
And when do you expect to see this man next?
Tonight.
Tonight. And are you expected to have a true official response to his request tonight, or are you still allowed to continue to think about it? When is the cutoff? When is the deadline for your answer?
There wasn't any deadline or anything like that.
He didn't give you a hard deadline.
Oh, not yet.
That's here to... So it's the uneasy, unspoken feeling that you have to sooner or later come up with an answer to his request, which, keep in mind, was a pretty bold request, considering they've only known each other 3 months. Was there something about you that he just felt that he could feel comfortable asking you this? Because a lot of guys who are into this probably would still be reluctant to ask their newer girlfriend in the fear that they may scare them away this kind of serious, intimate request.
Right, he may think there's a chance.
Well, why did he ask you, do you think? Why do you think he was not reluctant to ask you? Are you kind of open-minded? Are you that kind of type? Are you pretty free-spirited? What did he feel that he had the safety in you? Why did he feel that?
I am kind of open-minded and a little bit adventurous at a time.
Because there's plenty of women you wouldn't ask. You just know. I'm not asking. They're going to think I'm nuts.
Right. Was he surprised that you were taken aback? Oh, just that... You asked her years ago.
Actually, yes, he was surprised.
He was surprised. He was...
Yeah.
And did you kind of screech? Did you jump back literally in shock, or what was your reaction?
I was in shock, speechless.
Speechless.
Yeah.
Kind of deer in the headlights, speechless kind of appearance that you had on you.
Yeah.
And he was like, something wrong?
Right. And
what'd I say? So I take that as a maybe, or what?
This was gay.
So am I going to get the butt sex, or what's the story?
Wow.
So he was
running for the hills.
Did you see all of a sudden him become a little bit embarrassed when you got so taken aback by the request, or how was the mood after that awkward moment?
Well, he was a little embarrassed. He was. He said maybe he should have waited a little while to ask, or maybe should have.
But you still haven't given him an official response. Are you leaning towards doing it, or are you leaning towards not doing it?
Actually, now it's more I'm leaning towards do I want to be in this relationship or not? Because in the back
so it's
of my
not a
mind,
question of doing it anymore, just a question of whether she wants to stay with this guy altogether.
Oh, is this kind of
I'm with
a springboard, though? Is this the reason you don't want to be
seriously, I'd be like, are you crazy? See you later. You're a little too freaky for me, and you have...
I liked you, but the like is now passed all of a sudden very quickly.
Right. Gotta go. Maybe you should go to a bathhouse.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
What?
Yes.
Not gay. He doesn't want a man to do it. He wants you to do it.
But...
Well,
how can you really even say that, though? Seriously, if you're
Terry's in the camp of that in itself,
is it kind of
doing it to you is enough to make you gay, and the fact
or
that
at least curious bisexuals.
But he doesn't want to.
Hotshot sees that as very heterosexual.
Right.
He doesn't want a man. He wants you to do it, Terry.
But he wants a man's apparatus, or something that looks like a man's thing in you.
I think more people would agree with Terry on this one.
I know, but you have to look at both sides of. So if Terry touches him in the private.
One side.
No, if Terry touches him in the private, it's the same. Men have hands. It's the same thing.
But I do not have a third appendage.
Terry doesn't do that either, by the way.
Yeah,
the little finger. So
Yeah. Oh no, nothing there. Oh my gosh. Yuck. Gross. Gotta go.
The best moment was Hotshot's like, what? He's not asking a man to do it.
Jesus.
Gay.
Terry's thinking he needs to go have sex with men at a bathhouse if he asks for that.
Well, it's pretty.
You can't make the correlation that that's the same thing.
A lot of people will. You're a little.
So when was the last time you had your wife's strap went on?
Okay, this is a little personal now.
Well, he obviously...
Counsel told me not to answer.
I asked counsel. I'm advising Hotshot not to answer this question at this point in time.
Johnny
obviously
Cochran.
He likes it. Okay.
All right.
I'm just saying be open-minded.
You guys are
closed-minded.
Right. No, absolutely. You're right. You're right.
Isn't it nice that just in this very studio we have two very differing kind of people, one very closed-minded about this and one really pretty open, one minded about
I think
this.
if my wife did that to me, I would feel pretty gay, but it doesn't mean... no, I think I would. It would be gay. But you would have to be open-minded.
Well, it sounds like the caller. It sounds like Layla's more leaning towards Terry. She's questioning whether she should continue pursuing this relationship with a guy that she thought she had a lot in common with, but now she realizes there's a big gap in their... in their way of thinking, and so it's not really coming down to whether you're going to do this or not. It's just coming down to whether you want to stay around or not. Is that where you're at, Layla?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Terry's pretty much saying that if you're uncomfortable, it's just going to continue to pile on.
Because I think that I mean, granted, I think that, yes, this obviously shows that he's a little bit freakier than... maybe for you or the average guy.
And she's more of an average guy kind of woman.
I think so.
Are you an average guy kind of woman, or are you just needing this door to be kind of propped open for you and you'll be happy to walk right through it, Layla? Which one are you more feeling like right now?
I'm more of average guy kind of woman.
You're more of an average guy kind of woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this guy doesn't really strike us based on even this one isolated thing as the average guy. So you got Terry already saying that the fact that you haven't waved bye-bye already is alarming to her, and that's what she would do. So if that means anything to you, then you can take that for what it's worth.
Yeah.
Hopscotch in a completely different mindset.
Closed-minded to just, write it off.
Saying this is very workable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Start with a
but if you're already uncomfortable,
break them in with a pinky. Break yourself in.
There you go. Knuckle deep.
And work your way from there. You'll be before you know it, a whole new world will be open to you. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think it's not me. I cannot do that.
Okay, well then that pretty much answers all your questions, I would think. All you needed really to do was look within yourself, Layla. Looks like you have. And you can proceed as you see fit from here on in. That's all we're here for, Terry, to help people look within themselves and see what already is there that they apparently were unable to see.
It's a little dangerous to be closed-minded, though, Terry. You got to be careful.
Wow.
He may get it elsewhere.
Terry saying if he gets it elsewhere,
so be it.
Yeah. I mean, really, they're only 3 months into the relationship. It's still pretty new relationship.
Yes, but now that you and Hotshot have been working together for years, Terry, we could use this break to really introduce ourselves.
We have a rough patch.
Oh, rough patch right now.
Yeah.
The T-Man Show. Her face is on every newspaper in America. Now, is she being offered $1 million to go completely wild?
Oh, geez.
Yes. Girls Gone Wild CEO Joe Francis is offering Ashley a cool meal to give her side of the story.
So that's the going rate. That's what Larry Flint offered her to be in Hustler. And now, fresh out of jail and back with the business cap on, Joseph Francis is offering $1 million to everyone's favorite hoe bag, Ashley Alexander Dupre, Terry, to be in some kind of Girls Gone. I think they have an actual magazine that they're turning their business into. GGW Magazine. Girls Gone Wild magazine is going to launch
Girls
soon.
Gone Wild CEO Joe Francis is offering Ashley a cool meal to give her side of the story and pose for a non-nude spread in the debut issue of GGW Magazine.
Yeah.
Of course, Ashley would also be asked to star in one of Joe's tastefully discreet art house videos.
Well, I actually have some follow-up to all of this little news story here about Joe Francis.
You got further details?
I do.
Well, let's go to Terry Free with the further details of the offer made by Joe Francis to Ashley Dupre.
Well, Joe Francis and his people have found footage of her back in 2003. Apparently in the last 24 hours or so, they realized that, wait a minute, we've already got her on tape. And it happened, like I said, back in 2003. She was in Miami Beach during spring break there. It was
she's probably 16, though, and he goes back to jail immediately.
No, she was 18.
Oh, what did I do? I don't have it, really, I know.
It was her 18th birthday.
This isn't hers. He rips the tape out of the... Oh, it was her 18th birthday?
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay. It's all on the level. Well, you know what? Believe it or not, that doesn't do it for people these days. They want to see Ashley Dupre as she is right now as the governor. Had her all, holed up in the Mayflower Hotel, Terry. They don't want to see her when she was 18. That's 5 years ago now.
Yeah, but Joe Francis claims that she looks way better then.
I'm sure she does, Terry.
She was prancing around naked, doing scenes with girl-on-girl stuff.
Really? He has her that serious? It's not like this little moment where she took off her top. He's got.
No.
They just discovered they have all kinds of footage on her. How many tapes do they have to go through to figure that? I mean, I'm sure they have them labeled, but still. Right. And I'm sure they have all the release forms.
Sure, signed.
Sure. So they can probably release that stuff if they want, although maybe those release forms have a statute of limitations if he hasn't released it yet.
Better hurry.
Well, that's what they're doing now. They're trying to hurry up and get... Because apparently she did at least she shot 7 tapes of footage.
7 tapes back in 2003. You're telling me no one knew who she was, and yet they shot her 7 tapes worth of footage.
Right.
Oh, no, it seems a little too convenient.
And he says...
They have 7 tapes of her from back when no one knew her from a hole in the wall. Even her own family was like, who is she? We wouldn't shoot 7 tapes of her. Why would you?
She's probably pretty hot when she was 18, though.
Well, and doing all kinds of stuff for you.
If you've seen her MySpace, and there are pictures available, if you haven't seen the governor's hoe bag, then you can go to the tmanshow.com. I'm assuming everyone's seen them by now, though.
Sure.
So, yeah, all you got to do is see her pictures now to realize absolutely no doubt about it. When she was 18, she was as hot or hotter. But that doesn't mean that Joe Francis and his people didn't roll up on a couple of hot girls back in the day, that they're shooting 7 reels of her, 7 full tapes of her. Well, 7 tats, a long time.
I know. And like he said, he told the AP, it'll save me $1 million.
So he's withdrawing the offer, or is he just using this as a negotiating ploy? Hey, if you don't sign this new deal to do this new stuff with us, I'll release these old tapes of you, and the world will see them whether you like it or not. Is that...
Well,
maybe he's just bluffing. Maybe
I don't think
one of her little friends ratted her out in some fashion and told Joe Francis's people that she was on a trip in Florida. You can pretend like you have footage of her and just bluff her into signing a new contract. Well, maybe they don't have even a Polaroid of her from 2003, Terry. Maybe they're just bluffing to try to strong-arm her. You know, that strong one arm, Terry, to try to get her into the new contract. That's what I would do.
Well, what they're doing right now, they're working like nonstop to try and, go through all this footage of her and put just the best of Ashley. So that what they're going to do is...
So no one has this. It's not released on the internet.
No, not yet.
Joe Francis is keeping it under lock and key.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Like he was kept under lock and key.
They hope to have it available to paid subscribers on the Girls Gone Wild website.
I'm being told that actually stills of the video have been released. All he's released is still pictures of the video just to prove
that it is her.
Because people like me with minds that work in all directions wonder if this was just a negotiating bluff, Terry. He's taking care of that by releasing still pictures of Ashley when she was 18. It's like letting you hear the kidnapping victim on the phone for a couple of seconds.
Mom, help! Please send the money. I haven't eaten in 3 days.
No, I'm okay right now. It's like that kind of moment. He's releasing stills just to prove that he ain't bluffing. Oh, this Joe Francis is good. Bet you all his soulmates thought the same thing.
Yeah, he's not worth $500 million because he's not savvy.
Mm-hmm. He's pretty savvy.
Be a member.
Joe Francis claims when he saw her face, he remembers her from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
He claims he remembers her.
So he met her personally because he's got such a staff.
Well, I don't know if he met her, but he remembers her on the big show.
He's got such a staff now that, so to speak, that he sometimes isn't even there when they're doing the shooting of girls over the past few years. But he remembers either he was
says,
there.
Quote, I personally remember Ashley.
I personally, as soon as he saw her.
She was really at her peak back then. I'm glad I got to her before Spitzer. She looked a lot better at 18.
So wait a minute. Is Joe Francis alluding to the fact that he had sex with her 5 years ago?
Well,
that's what I take from that quote.
If that's what you want to take from the quote,
you're saying that Joe Francis said, I'm glad I had her before the governor did.
Then he got to her. He's glad he got to her before
got
Spitzer.
To her still means to me that he's alluding to the fact that he screwed her 5 years ago, Terry.
I'm sure Joe Francis has had a couple girls
I'm
on
not
his day.
doubting it.
Yeah,
I know that Joe Francis has had some hookup ability from many a day that has passed now. He's got a little pull.
A little bit, yeah.
So I'm just wondering if that's what he's slyly trying to make reference to. That I screwed her too, Gov.
I don't know if necessarily he did personally, but he said too that he's kind of pretty sure that she did have sex with one of his cameramen. So maybe not.
Do. It's part of the deal.
Him per se.
Pick a cameraman, but you have to pick one. And you're not leaving without fornication with one of my people, if not me. So if she's as hot as he remembers her, Terry, then why would he pass her on to one of his camera people? If she was like one of the elite.
Yeah, where you're shooting, 7 tapes worth of her?
From all the days of Girls Gone Wild, if she was top shelf material, why would he give her to a cameraman? I'm telling you, that quote gives me the impression that he's making it clear that I did her, and I want everyone to know it without actually saying it. Let me see that story.
If somebody dropped off her entire life story as a script, they would say, get out of here, it's too unbelievable. She's actually on Girls Gone Wild, too. It's
not just on it, not just on the beach taking her top off.
No, she's like doing things.
It's unbelievable. It's so, you can't fathom this.
Wow, this is really, quite a stroke of luck, so to speak, for Joe Francis and the Girls Gone Wild people. Wow, your follow-up. So the story I played didn't even have any of that information.
Right,
and you're telling me that between the time this story came out yesterday and today, new information, Joe Francis and his people are aware of the fact, they just became aware that, they got tons of stuff on her already.
Imagine the guy going through all the tape and he finally stumbled upon it. Found it!
Put your checkbook away, Joe.
Right. Don't make a move
No,
yet.
I still think he offers her the $1 million to get, because I have a feeling, like, I would rather see her today than see her when she was 18. I want to see her in her present, although she's not going to be willing to do as much as she probably was back in the day when she was nobody.
Yeah.
Now she's such a huge star.
Someone took her aside and said, honey, you need a charge for it. That's how women do it.
1-866-663-T-MAN is a toll-free number. Rachel, you're on the air. 1-866-663-T-MAN. Rachel, are you there?
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good. Rachel, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What can I do for you, baby?
Okay, I have a question.
Where are you right now?
My girlfriend works at the racetrack. She owns her own business.
Which racetrack?
Bay Meadows.
Oh, I know her. She's hot.
I'm sure.
Is she a teller, or what does she do?
No, she actually owns her own business, horse transportating. She transports
horse prognosticate? Oh, transportation.
Yeah.
I thought you said horse prognostication like she's picking winners.
That'd be cool.
A woman picking horse race winners.
Geez.
Whatever.
We're backstage there. We're backstage.
You're back what?
We're like backstage where all the action goes.
Backstage?
There's a backstage that horse...
Where exactly is the stage at the racetrack?
Yeah. In the barn?
I get your point. Throw the spotlight on that one. All right, so she's behind the scenes is what you're really alluding to. Okay, so she's behind the scenes in the horse race industry, and she transports horses from one track to the other. Like when they shift over to Golden Gate, they call her to put the old glue factory future
don't say that.
into the van so they can make the trek over.
Something like that.
All right, whatever.
Anyway, okay, so I help her out every once in a while.
Oh, I bet you do.
Okay, transporting. And I know this guy at the racetrack. He's a trainer, and I've known him for about a year. We're not very formal. I mean, I could walk up to him and say hi and everything, but...
Yeah, I'm sure it's really attractive when you smell like horse, but go ahead, yeah.
Anyway, so about 2 weeks ago, I was really flirting with him, and it was kind of fun, and so it all ended up where we got a room and, whatever.
Scandal at the racetrack.
We were together.
Yeah.
So we were together, but then he left really early in the morning. He had to go to the racetrack.
So wait, you had like an all-night session with this horse trainer guy?
Yeah.
Did he break you in? Did he throw a bridle on you? And give you
I got Salt Lick for you.
And give you a couple of whips? Did he give you a couple of riding crops to the ribs or what?
Actually, he was kind of like, he didn't want, I was really kind of aggressive in the beginning before we got to the room.
So you mounted him and you rode him like secretary down the stretch?
40 on my beast to show.
And down the stretch.
Whoa, you guys. Why do you make... Now I can't even enjoy horse racing anymore.
Was it a photo finish?
Whoa.
Went by a nose.
Okay. No, but he will not. He told me to call him. I went to go ahead and call him, and I got a hold of him one time, and he was more aggressive in the bedroom than I was.
All right. But you started out the aggressor, but then he took over around the backstretch.
Yeah, I was relaxing in the room. I wasn't really trying to rush anything. I already knew it was going to happen.
All right, let's stop right here. Let me make sure I understand this correctly from the minute it all began. You were into this trainer. You've been watching him. You had your eye on him for quite a while. Maybe he wasn't aware of it, but you certainly made him aware of it on this certain day, this one day. You threw a couple of oats behind your ears, and you walked on up to him, and well, you got to turn on the trainer, Terry. And you said hello, and you made it clear what your intentions were. You were flirting with him. You made it very much known that you were into him. He picked up right on it. He was a
little hesitant at first. I don't know. It was kind of
but he didn't waste any time. If that day that you were flirting with him, that night you're at the hotel room. That night that you were flirting with him, he was a little late to the party as far as I'm concerned. So you're saying the day you flirted with him, that night you're in a hotel with him.
Yes.
And yet, she wants to make it seem like he was a little slow.
But he was delayed. He told me, I'm going to go to my house. It's under construction. I have to go get a room.
Now, I'm assuming this horse trainer is a single man, or is he...
He is a single man.
He's a single man, not involved in any fashion.
No kids, no wife.
How boring. Whatever. Okay. So, he picks right up on your flirtation, and before you know it, you're in a hotel with him that night, and you start out the aggressor, but then he starts pounding away, throwing you up against the wall. He's all over you in an aggressive fashion. And
he took off his clothes first, and so he was like, you want me to get comfortable? And so I was, I'm like, okay. So I'm really thinking everything's going good at this point.
All right.
And then when I go to call him, he doesn't want to return any of my calls. I mean, I leave him a message. I stopped calling him now because I only...
All right, but wait. Going back to that night, you had sex with him all night long, or was there some sleeping? What was the situation?
No, well, we had sex about 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times. So you wait, you go to sleep for an hour or so, one of those nights, and then you wake up, you have sex again, you go to sleep for an hour or so, you have sex again, one of those nights.
But he was holding me the whole time, rubbing me. You know, I mean, it was like really. If he was not going to answer my phone calls, he was putting too much on it. So.
Okay, so the next day you thought you guys might be kind of becoming something significant, or at least...
Well, I thought he was going to call me at least.
You thought you would hear from him, and now he doesn't want to know from you.
And I don't know.
Never heard of such a story, Tara.
Jeez.
She's not that kind of girl, she wants us to understand. She's not that kind of girl that would go to a hotel on the first night with a guy that she doesn't even know, that she's barely talking. She's not that kind of girl.
Well, and she thought really that the interest on his part was a little bit more than the little one-night stand that she got.
Well, sometimes you got to learn the hard way.
I guess so.
In this world, first of all, that you are that kind of girl.
That's not true. I don't think she's necessary. Again, I think that she didn't expect it to really be a one-night deal. I think she truly expected a little bit more.
Hey, the first time she's flirting with him, a couple hours later, she's all...
But I knew him.
Yeah, exactly.
Her head's being rammed against the headboard, Terry, and she's saying she's not that kind of girl.
She had a previous knowledge, kind of an association, a slight friendship, so it's not like it's...
With the Bible less than 2 feet away, she's getting her Steiner ravaged, and she wants us to tell us that she ain't that kind of girl.
She got her box exacted.
She's lucky she didn't get the trifecta.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, and you're right. You probably had your little conversations, had a little flirtation going, things like that for a period of time. You thought that,
All right.
It was going to go a little bit further. You weren't quite sure, right?
What was that? I'm sorry.
All right, listen. You can't say you're not that kind of girl because you've proven otherwise.
It was a one-time thing. Okay?
All right, well, then it was a one-time thing with this guy. But this guy is now proceeding as he sees fit. He perhaps doesn't want to be with any girl that's willing to get her exacta boxed on the first night that she...
oh, my God.
You know what? But my girlfriend told me that he said, well, I don't know where she works and all this stuff. Like, maybe I'm in for his money.
Whatever. He doesn't even care at that point. He just knows he gave you the quinella, and now he's done with you.
What's the quinella?
Oh, that's a big winner.
I have no idea, honestly.
He gave you the superfecta.
I know.
Can't avoid me for too long
because racing season, right?
Care of my horse.
Right.
He takes care of your horse?
Yeah.
I bet he does. Oh, yeah. That is some show pony, isn't it? Taking it for a run.
The horse is in his barn.
So he can't avoid me for that long.
Okay,
but
well...
I don't understand why you won't call me back.
There you go. You can make his life hell now, so you could really show him, right? You can make his every day at the track uncomfortable, so you'll get the last laugh. But you're not that type of woman to make his life uncomfortable. Why don't you just leave it as we had a little fun night, and I did things that aren't typical of me, and I could see that he's not going to really blab it to the world, so I'm thankful for that, and I'm not going to blab it to anyone, and it probably wouldn't work out even if we were to talk on the phone anyway, based on how this all began. But you're kind of thinking it could have worked out. Is that right?
Well, yeah. No, I'm actually more offended that he, was all happy-dory when he left, and then all of a sudden he just won't answer my phone calls. So it just, even if we never had sex again, why couldn't we have just kept talking as friends? I mean, it was kind of like a one-night thing almost.
You think? Right. Are you starting to come around to this now?
Woo!
Yes.
Good job.
This is the bed that you made. All right? Actually, the housekeeper made the bed, teammate. And I'm sure she held her nose when she was doing it. Anyway, it sounds like it was a lovely evening, all right? So now you guys can look at each other in a little sly fashion. And you never know, maybe this racing season that's about to begin, right? This new racing season, maybe he all of a sudden starts to come around to you again, all right? Maybe he'll put you in the starting gate one more time.
Oh, she tripped.
Oh, dear. So it's not all hope is not lost, but you know what? Just leave it as it is and don't pursue it. Don't force the issue and just see what happens. All right?
All right.
We're happy to know that I'll be at Bay Meadow soon to check you out.
I love the track.
you got?
I didn't know women were rolling like that at the track.
Wow.
Terry.
Oh, yeah.
You're not behind
I had a buddy who used to work at the track, and they were all hooking up. It's weird.
Really?
Something about the track, yeah. Everybody hooked up with everybody.
Girls who work at the track are horny.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
No, I think I know what it is.
Why?
I don't know, but I know why.
Oh, you just...
I don't have an explanation, and yet I know why.
Okay.
Seeing the 2 foot schlong on the horse doesn't for
Whoa!
I don't know, just a suggestion.
They're open.
You see them, breathing all day. When they're not breathing, they're running hard and breathing heavy, and just it's just a hardcore scene. It's no game playing at the track.
He never got more action than when he worked at the track, now that I think about it.
Your friend worked at the track and just got laid left and right?
Yes.
Wow.
And everybody just was with everyone and no one cared.
The T-Man Show coming live from the track.
Track of your choice.
Yes.
Which has the better action.
We'll be at Portland Meadows, we're then going to Bay Meadows, Golden Gate, Emerald Downs. We're making the rounds.
Oh, my gosh.
Man, thought Ashley Alexander Dupre was easy.
Okay.
Aren't these women like a Shetland pony, Terry?
Maybe it's something about the barn smell. Hey.
Oh, yeah. Nothing makes you more ready for sex than the smell of dung.
Rolling around in the hay.
Horse dung does it for Terry every time.
The T-Man Show. Good Charlotte, bad Kristen? Photos hit the web Monday claiming to be Kristen Davis starring in a sex tape with an unknown man.
Sex tapes for everyone, Terry. That's just the way it is. We're in the sex tape world, and not even the good girl from Sex and the City is exempt from the possibility of having a sex tape out there. It's out there. I saw the footage. It's been taken down on a lot of sites.
Yeah.
But with the movie about to be released in May, this has already got us talking about that a few months early.
Yeah.
The pictures look like her, for sure.
Right.
Oh, it's her.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that it's her.
Within minutes, this may not be safe to open at work. Notices were being ignored around the country, and the internet gossips were buzzing. The pics may be the handiwork of an ex-boyfriend trying to cash in on Sex and the City, the movie's upcoming release.
But the pictures look like of her from way before the Sex and the City days. So you're telling me that this guy had footage of Kristen Davis from all the years she was on Sex and the City and held on to him, and for whatever reason, he decided to release him now.
Yep.
She was always nice to him all those years while Sex and the City was going on, and now all of a sudden she stopped returning his calls, and he's like, I'll show you.
See what I can do?
She probably totally forgot about him, too.
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
I love it for some reason. Dumb bunts.
Oh, I love dumb bunts, Terry.
Now.
As many dumb bunts are out there these days, Terry. There aren't enough. Yes.
Terry's got some pics out there somewhere.
No, I don't.
Terry, maybe...
I seriously don't.
Maybe you've forgotten.
I haven't forgotten.
No one's taken pictures of you at any time in your life. No one's turned on...
I've been asked, hey, listen, no.
No one's taken a video camera to your situation. No one's recorded you in a sexual moment. A boyfriend... I mean, I told you a couple of months ago how tapes of me were erased against my will.
Right.
Against my will. I want them out there. Guys want their sex tapes out there.
Yep, yes.
Women are horrified by this thought. Terry, I bet you Kristen Davis had no recollection of making these tapes. She looks like she's about 22 years old, if that.
Well,
and TMZ said about 92.
92. So obviously we're talking about 16 years ago. She's probably about 22 years old.
Yeah.
She's probably about 38, 39 years old now.
That's great.
We can get an exact age on Kristen Davis. But TMZ is saying these tapes are from around 1992. You know, it was one of those really big video cameras.
Can't hide that.
It's like, oh, this is really heavy, but you look really hot, so I'm going to keep rolling.
Yeah.
I mean, video cameras didn't really start getting small until around 93, 94, 95.
Right.
92, they're still pretty big.
Right.
TMZ thinks that he doesn't have tape, he's just bluffing, but it's actually just pictures.
You got to prop him up on his shoulder.
She was born in 65.
65? Oh, she's older than I thought.
February 23rd. So she just had a birthday.
She's good 43 years old. So this is 92, then she's around, 25 years old, something like that. Still young, and still way before the Sex and the City days. Sex and the City started when? Around 96, 97, 98?
Probably.
Something like that?
Yep.
So it's probably even before Melrose Place, because she was on Melrose Place before she was on Sex and the City. I don't know if people remember that, but I do.
Yeah, the guy in the picture has kind of a gut, and I don't think she has to date guys like that anymore. I think those days are over. But TMZ said they don't think there is a video, just pictures, and the guy's bluffing.
The guy's bluffing.
Yeah. All he has is pictures.
Well, pictures look like her, I'll tell you that.
They sure do. She's looking up at the camera.
It doesn't look like the kind of picture you just stop at a still.
Dumb button.
It looks like a still created from a video.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't think he's just bluffing.
I hope.
Yeah, we got our fingers crossed. Anyway, let's see what else is going on out there. Who's the next domino? The next dumb bun domino to fall? It ain't going to be you, Terry? You ain't worried?
Nope, not at all.
All right, Terry is now on record. Terry's now on record saying she's not worried in the slightest.
Nope.
So if you have video of Terry, feel free to blackmail with her starting
Go for it now.
Now.
Let's do it.
Ready,
so sure.
go.
I wouldn't be so sure. I wouldn't be tempting people, Terry. You never know. You might get drunk one night. Who knows?
I wouldn't be challenging people like that. You never know who's going to step up.
Website at www.theTNOShow.com. Click on the Terry Cam website, baby. Yeah.
Thank you, John. I didn't really think that was what I'm going to get from him, but that's fine. Desiree, you're on the air. Hello.
Hi, T-Man. How are you
Hi,
doing?
Desiree. What can we do for you, baby?
I was calling because I want to know if you can sponsor the Oakland High cheerleaders to go to camp this summer.
Sponsor the means, can you give us money?
Pretty much.
We want free money, T-Man.
Kind of like, what was the movie? You Got Served?
Oh, come on. There are a million Little League teams. There are all kinds of cheerleaders. There are all kinds of fine people out there that are looking for a little boost to get to a certain spot in the world. And, I mean, if it begins, where does it end? I certainly want all the best for the Oakland cheerleaders.
It can begin and end with us.
Oh, isn't that nice of you? Yes.
Yes.
Isn't that a noble thought? Isn't that a very selfless move on your behalf? Give us money, T-Man, but you don't have to give anyone else.
I mean, you can, but we can be first.
So are you on the cheerleading squad? Are you the instructor? What do you call the person who's in charge of the cheerleaders, Terry?
I'm their coach.
Yeah, the coach.
Yeah, and I also teach here, so they are in dire need of something.
What do you teach?
Math.
Math?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. What grades do you teach?
All of them.
So like 9 through 12 or what?
Yes, sir.
Well, that would be more than just your basic math, isn't there? Like,
Algebra 1, intermediate algebra, advanced algebra.
You like to throw it all down?
How much money is needed for the Oakland cheerleaders to get to the ultimate goal here?
However much you can give.
Oh, you know what? That can't be right. There's got to be, if I give them $900 million, to say there won't be any change?
How about $10? We're all going.
Right.
Okay. Well,
Seriously, be serious. Now you're here asking, so you might as well throw it all out there on the table.
You're saying the goal is they want to go to cheerleading camp, right? Well, there's got to be a certain amount that covers cheerleading camp. I'm just curious to know how much it is.
The camp is $337 per cheerleader.
How many cheerleaders?
How many cheerleaders are there?
Right now I have 6, but for tryouts I want to have 15.
All right, so upwards of $300 times 50.
$5,055.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's the math teacher. What is it? Why are you making us think?
All right, well, now the word is out there, so anyone who wants to donate, feel free. Because if I start donating, Terry...
Well, why don't you, like, put the challenge out there?
Start the train, start it and get everyone else.
Well, as I said, I want all the best for your squad. And I want you to take out as many new cheerleaders to make the games as exciting as possible, and nothing makes the games more exciting than a hot group of cheerleaders.
Hey, they raise money and Debbie does Dallas. You got to be creative.
Oh, we're doing fundraisers now.
Oh, yeah. Well, just put some weed in the bake sale and everything should be fine.
Oh, my God.
No, I don't advise that, and you know better than that. Maybe not. Anyhow, hope not. Hey, as I said, now the word is out there. I'm sure there are a lot of people that can make a phone call to you. And why don't you tell them how to get in touch with you so they can donate what they can to make sure this cheerleading squad is benefiting from as much of the extracurricular benefits that you get from being a part of this kind of situation, the esteem that it raises, Terry, the popularity that it gains you, all that girls need in the world. And no one should feel like they should hide from feeling like the spotlight is on them to do what they can.
Right.
So how can they get in contact with you, Desiree?
They can call Oakland High.
Okay.
510.
Oh, geez. Well, we're not going to come on.
Oh, no. I mean, well, how...
Okay, give it...
Just email us.
Oakland High. Oakland High, I mean, is there only...
How many Oakland Highs are there?
There's only one.
Okay,
there you go.
There you go.
Well, there is an Oakland Technical High.
No, you just Oakland High.
We won't confuse you with Oakland Technical High.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Nothing technical here.
Nope, nothing.
Straight high.
How we like it.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, I will donate if you promise I can hide in the closet and watch. No, anyway.
Oh, my gosh.
No, this is
camp.
A cheerleader camp. No, come on. The little man beside me says this is underage girls and I can't be a part of it.
Oh, they are?
Anyhow.
Guys.
Not all of them.
But hey, we're doing what we can for you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, love.
Wait a minute. Can I give my email out so people can
Just email us.
You're going to get a lot more than donations.
Yeah, you will. Careful.
I got a
Okay, well, you have a point there.
Mm-hmm. All right, but hey, anyone who listens knows they can get in contact with Oakland High and do what they can do, all right?
Okay.
So hopefully this helps.
Much.
All right,
luck.
take care. Pacey, no more calls like that. My gosh, what are we turning into, a garage sale?
It does open the floodgates a little bit, though.
Yeah, that's the problem. It opens, and now everybody who's got a good cause is going to call in, and I'm all for a good cause. Don't get me wrong, Terry.
Yes.
But you want 4 hours of that crap? Not saying that was crap.
Helping people.
You want 4 hours of that crap? Again, not saying that was crap, even though I just did. Do you want 4 hours of that, Terry?
It's the
Answer
season.
me!
It's the season, though.
Oh, okay, then. It's the season, so why don't you say so?
Right, because people don't need help in the winter.
No, but I mean, as I'm just pertaining to high schools and stuff like that.
Yeah, don't
of course,
tell me,
there's
Terry.
plenty of charitable things that we could get into.
Hey.
Charities and things like that. All year round.
Mm-hmm. Charities are always in need.
Yes, they
That's why they call them charities.
I would love a charity to go, nope, we're good.
Yeah.
Keep your money, kid.
Yep.
Well,
It'd be a great day.
my gosh, all I'm saying is that they're...
Problem solved here. Move on to the next
Oh,
one.
Lordy.
Imagine cheerleading camp. That's the mecca for a high school guy. 6,000 high school cheerleaders in one camp.
Well, I don't know if they go as high as 6,000.
There's a lot.
I don't want to ruin your fantasies.
Thank you so much.
It's like all different schools, you're saying?
Yeah.
They don't have a camp for one school.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They
Welcome to
go
camp,
like
12 of you.
with
I don't know. I've never been at cheerleading camp. I know football camp. It was just our school.
No. Football camp, same
Cheerleaders from
thing.
all
I went to football camp, and our football camp was just our school at this ratty little
Well,
camp.
it's like a retreat. You had like a retreat, but they have
Right,
football
but
camp.
they do have football camps where various schools go.
I'm sorry I didn't go to your specialized football camp. We just went to like study plays and get the pads
Just
on.
your team, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, but cheerleading camp's like all cheerleaders from all over the state.
And they have the cheer stick
I'm
and
sure they get the pads on there too sometimes.
Wow. You are so wrong.
I'm just saying they're at that age, Terry, where it all begins.
Oh, man.
Necessary.
I probably should be on the bottom of the pyramid.
Unless you want a
Anyway.
Color.
Do you want any of my news stories?
You just want to call me Miss Claro. Do I want any of your news stories? Of course, Terry. How could you ask a question like that and have me say no?
Oh, my goodness.
What do you got, real quick? And then I got a lot of people waiting, Terry.
I know.
What do you got?
Earlier, starting into the segment, we were talking all about the politicians and all their dirty deeds and affairs and so on and so forth.
Yes, politicians gone wild?
Politicians gone wild.
Yes.
Well, it seems that Finland's into it as well.
Finland?
All
right.
Yes. They've got their own little sex scandal going on. I guess the foreign minister there, earlier this month, he got busted for sending more than 200 sexually explicit text messages to a stripper. He basically wanted to have a three-way with two sisters, the stripper and her sister, apparently.
Something weird about the foreign minister in Finland text messaging. But, all right.
They have that in Finland?
Yeah,
yes, they do.
What are you wearing? That was one of his texts.
Really? What are you wearing?
Yes.
So he's been listening to the program, is what you're saying.
Yes.
That's my line.
How you say it in Finnish?
know.
I got copyright on that. Which is why I won't show up at cheerleader camp, because I'd be tempted to say, what are you wearing? Even though I'm looking right now.
Anyway, this
dream.
stripper's sister is a porn
Plus, it's
star.
like in the summer, so they're all tan. I mean, everyone just looks good.
Obviously, we're not interested in Finland.
What's that now, Terry? I'm sorry. We were talking amongst ourselves.
Yeah, I know you were. About the high
happened?
school girls.
Yeah.
Apparently, the sister of this little stripper is a porn star there in Finland.
Oh, is that right?
So,
all right. So she's got
engaged.
Good bloodlines.
Yeah.
He thought he could make it happen.
Yeah, he really
Stripper and a porn star. Not the dumbest question he ever asked.
And she turned him in. He's in trouble.
Well, yeah, I would say yes. He's in
She's the
trouble.
Ashley Alexandra Dupre of Finland.
But in Finland, they actually liked it, so he's not in trouble. It's making it more popular.
And now, it's more than still photos, by the way, of Ashley Alexandra Dupre on the internet, Terry. Now Fox News has given to them, I'm sure, as leaked by Joe Francis himself. Man, he got out of jail just in time, huh? They have now video.
Right.
We can put it up on the TManShow.com.
I think I can find you pictures of these two sisters, too.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff to show people.
Jeez Louise, people.
From when she was 18 on this Florida trip.
Yeah.
The governor's hoe bag is all dancing around the hotel room there, Terry, as a good 18-year-old should do. And Pacey Dave will get that video up on the TManShow.com for you in a matter of seconds. Right, Pastela?
Yes, I got to find her first, but yes. A couple seconds.
Tell me about finding her. We just watched it during the break.
No wonder he can't get anything done. That's what he says when he calls the person. So they're trying to make that guy in Finland president. There was no backlash. They actually loved it.
And they're even
That's the difference between our country and
the sisters are considering, releasing all of his little text messages and everything.
Vanessa, you're on the air. Real quick, what do you got? Vanessa, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up?
So I have a situation with this guy I'm seeing that I'd like to talk about.
All right. Tell me the situation as quickly as possible.
Okay, I've been seeing him for about 6 months, but we've been talking for about a good 10 months.
What do you got on?
And he says that he's not seeing anybody else, and we both talked about that neither one of us are. But last weekend, we took a trip together, and it was about 12:30, 1 o'clock at night, and his ex-girlfriend kept calling.
Rub your breasts up against the phone.
Whoa.
Over, and over, and he wouldn't answer the phone. I was like, well, hey, if you ain't got nothing to hide with that, the phone.
So you were what? You were on a camping trip with your boyfriend?
Well, no, we actually, we went to Reno.
Oh, you went to Reno, and his ex-girlfriend kept texting him or calling him. Which one? Both?
Oh, it was both.
Both.
Yeah.
And nothing ruined your trip more than when your boyfriend, your supposed boyfriend, who has whisked you away for the weekend, is getting his phone blown up by some hooch that won't leave him alone. It kind of dampens the whole mood of the vacation. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So it wound up being a weekend's vacation full of fights over who this...
We talked about it because he didn't really say she was the one that was calling. I looked at his phone, and it was his ex-girlfriend.
So he wouldn't let you, grab the phone while she was calling and let you talk to her?
No.
Because that's something a lot of guys have done on certain occasions. Here, such a big deal to you? Talk to her.
Right.
What you need to say.
He started to lie about it. He started to lie about it because in the past we've talked about his ex-girlfriend.
Well, why wouldn't he just turn off his phone if he knew that she kept calling time and time again? Why didn't he just turn off his phone? He was expecting calls from other people that were important, or what?
Well, I said, why is your ex-girlfriend calling? He goes, that's not my ex-girlfriend. And I said, yes, it is. I know your ex-girlfriend.
Oh, jeez, I feel like I'm being there now. Why do you let it get to you so bad? So what if his ex-girlfriend has got some psycho kind of tendency that she's calling him time after time after time?
But he has nothing to hide.
He takes you away to Reno. He spends his last buck going 5-star to Reno with you.
One step up from camping.
And you're making an awkward and uncomfortable situation. You have to ruin everything by hounding the guy on who's calling him. He can't control who's calling him.
But this is like he said. He said because she's watching his dog and he hasn't checked in with her to tell her that he's got Reno.
I bet he's watched her dog a few times.
Oh, yeah.
All right, hang on the line, all right? I'm up against a hard break. Vanessa, can you hang in there?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about this, but I got to take a break. Okay. And we'll figure out who went wrong here, who overdid it, who made unnecessary awkwardness and uncomfortable situations that much more so.
Ruined a night of the Neil Diamond impersonator at the Pepper Mill.
At the Pepper Mill.
You can't ruin your night of Neil Diamond, Barry Manilow, and other impersonators.
Oh, my gosh.
When you've had the tickets for at least a week in advance. You can't do that, Terry.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we'll sort this all out right under these words. The T-Man Show. All right, so that newly released video of The Governor's hooker hoe from the Girls Gone Wild little situation from back when she was 18 years old is up on the front page of the TManShow.com, but it's not the raw footage that we had, Terry. It's apparently we needed to put in a password. Everyone would have had to put in a password to get the raw footage that we had. I guess we could have just given everyone the password, but we put a clip of it from a package that is also out there on the internet, so you can get an idea. Like, click it on right now, Terry. Let me see. They show a good, like, 20, 25 seconds. You get the jizz of it, Terry, and you could see her dancing in a hotel room. Yeah, there she is. Look at that little naughty little hooker go. My gosh, she's pretty hot. Look at that. Even though she has no makeup on there, she looks really drunk, and she is probably not as pretty at 18 as she is now at 22, Terry.
Right.
Look at her moves.
Wow, there she is.
Look at her little body go, huh?
Oh, yeah. She's going.
Pre-implants. I'm still in.
Yeah.
You want your dilly right under that or what, Terry? Come on.
Oh, sure.
Come on. You want your cranker right under those moves, or what's the story? Of course you do. Don't pretend like you don't have one, Terry. We all know the story.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, so you don't... The footage we had was the raw, like, 2 minutes of her in the hotel room. This is about 30 to 40 seconds of it in some kind of news package of some sort. So you'll get the gist of it, as I said. The gist is the word I was looking for. You get the gist of it, Terry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yes.
Very good.
She does move nicely.
She's got good moves. Well, all women have good moves when it comes to dancing. I mean, 95%, as I've talked about, Terry, of girls can dance. And about 20 to 25% of dudes can actually hold their own on a dance floor, Terry. Most guys make fools of themselves. The 5% of girls who can't dance, it's very, very awkward to actually find a girl who can't find the beat and can't move her hips and can't dance. It's usually the rocker girls out there. It's really awkward. It's really a turn off. But they make up for it in other ways, so it's all right.
That's the charity I donate to every year. Women Without a Groove.
Women Without a Groove, the rocker girls, the fried blonde hair girls, Terry.
Oh, I love those.
That wear the short sleeve shirt with a long sleeve shirt underneath, Terry. And even though that's become more popular than ever, it still began with the rocker girls.
Right.
And a lot of those girls can't dance.
Right.
So if you're really a hardcore rock girl, you're just not the type to... You're probably one amongst those 5% of girls out there that can't dance, can't find the beat, can't move your hips. Now, Ashley Alexander Dupre,
she did
Terry,
well.
you can tell that she knows how to move those hips. It's just natural to her, like it should be natural to most women.
Right.
I can't tell if Terry can dance. I've never really seen her at the club.
Well,
if you had to guess.
That'd be a shame. Terry is kind of...
I'm one of those who can't.
Terry's from a rocker town.
I am.
Can't dance?
Not worth a darn.
Not worth a darn.
Wow.
I don't even want to put her on a spot right now.
I don't know.
I don't want to see it. I like the mystery.
If she can't dance, I don't want to know about it.
I don't either. I can't.
I would look at her in a whole different way.
But can't all Filipino girls dance?
But Terry's not truly Filipino. I mean, she's born to two Filipino parents.
Right.
Grandfathered in.
She was raised by white people in a white rock town.
But they should just kick in.
And country western and rock.
Terry can play a fiddle.
Oh, I can.
But
and I can two-step with the best of them.
Oh, the skin fiddle. And she certainly knows some hoedown. Wow. But I believe she can dance. But I don't want to find out.
Yeah, I don't either.
All right.
Seeing a woman that can't dance is it's something really wrong about it.
It's wrong. It's sad.
I get a weird, creepy feeling inside of me.
Weird, creepy feeling inside you.
Like when someone falls out of their wheelchair.
It's like when someone falls out of their wheelchair. I mean, you don't want to look away, but because you got to take a look, but you don't want to stare at the sight, Terry.
Yeah. Vinnie's shaking his head. Absolutely cannot dance.
Wow.
Well, I'm confirming that.
You're saying that your feeling is that Terry's amongst the 5%, and what a pathetic 5% of women they are, that can't find a beat, can't move their hips.
I mean...
A perfect example of what women should be able to do. And now Ashley Alexander Dupre does it really well, but she's an example of what women should be able to do on some level. All right? And you're saying Terry can't do that on any level? Did you see this footage of Ashley or what?
I've been watching it all through. I think Terry's stuck in the middle. I think she can keep a beat, but once it comes time to, like, putting something together...
Oh, jeez.
That's where...
So are you saying she can or cannot dance?
Can dance, I'm saying no.
She can't dance.
I don't think so.
So she's amongst the 5% of women that can't dance. 95% of women out there can dance. Just like something that's it's instilled in them. It's natural. Yeah. And you're saying 20% of men, so it's not natural in men. And that's a lofty number, actually. 20% of men can dance. And as I said, if you're amongst the 20%, I've said this before, Terry, it gets you laid.
Right.
You're a man who can dance. You get laid because of the fact that you have moves.
Right.
That you not only hold your own, but can show on the dance floor that I am, like, able to do this easily. It's natural to me. Women love that crap.
Right.
Well, I can't dance, so touch your selfie again.
And you're telling me that Terry can't dance.
I'd like to see something.
You just want to get under Terry's skin. You guys
I'm the one. I'm actually the one who pointed out the fact that I can dance. So there's nothing new. He's telling me.
I hope you're lying too.
I hope you're lying, Terry.
There's. I mean,
she loves the big reverse psychology routine.
No,
so I can't tell.
Well, absolutely. I believe you
lately.
can dance, but who can really dance? Vinnie the Pooh, T-Man, Pacey Dave, Hotshot Scott. They got skills. You ain't got crap, Terry Free.
Oh,
I know that.
All right. There she goes again, trying to
my
plant
gosh.
the seed.
I know that.
I tell you guys the truth, and you guys, there she's planting seeds.
Well, let's just say this, Terry. We hope you're lying.
Is that what we all sound like?
We hope you're lying.
Can't wait for the day you prove us wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be doing that.
I can't wait for the day because that day will never come. I don't even want to see you ever even attempt because if I see you attempt, I don't want to know either way. I don't want to know either way now, Terry.
I don't want to know either.
Frightened to know you now.
I gotta know.
It's disturbing. It's disturbing to find a woman that can't dance. Disturbing.
Well, you found one right here. So it's disturbing to you.
All right, let me get back to Vanessa, please. Vanessa, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
You had to go ruin a vacation that a guy out there was actually looking forward to taking you on, and now the word not only is in him, but it'll get around to all the community. Don't take Vanessa on any vacation where you're actually making it like you're trying to do something for her, because all she does is ruin it for you.
There's more than that, though.
The accusations and the uncomfortableness was so just over the top that I'm sure that you just made this guy's weekend like the worst weekend of his life. Why couldn't you?
How come in the 6 to 8 months or however long we've been together, he's never invited me to his house?
Mary.
Well, that should have given you that should have given you an indication on where you stand right there. The guy was actually trying to do something nice for you and take you to Reno, and obviously something nice was hopefully in store for himself.
Actually,
He was thinking.
I invited him to Reno because it was one of my friend's birthday.
Oh, so he wasn't splurging for this trip? He wasn't just taking you away for a weekend?
No.
Oh, all right. Well then,
we were going for one of my other friends' birthday.
So he never wanted to go anyway, I'm sure. He just thought it would be you and him in a hotel room, and
right.
He could knock the stuff in the head.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. We've already came to the decision that neither one of us was seeing any other people.
Whatever. I'm sure even though you were accusing him up the wazoo, I'm sure even though you were breathing down his neck every time his phone started buzzing, I'm sure every step of the way during the weekend you were on his case about all the calls he was unwilling to answer in front of you. You still had sex with him. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes, you're right.
Of course I'm right.
But you know what? After that Friday when we got there, he turned his phone off and kept it in his backpack.
Good, smart move. Even though he knew he had to weather the storm of all her unnecessary, over-the-top little accusations about who's calling you, why you keep getting phone calls, why don't you answer that, all that crap that every guy's dealt with on one occasion or another. He still knew all I have to do is weather the storm on this, get through this, and I'm going to be knocking the bottom out of this girl in about an hour and 5 minutes from now. You still had sex with him all through the weekend. So why does he have to answer your questions? He doesn't. Why does he have to take your accusations seriously? He doesn't. Why does he have to have girls stop calling him? He doesn't. All he needs to know is you're the kind of girl, he just weathers the storm, he gets what he wants.
Huh.
You're learning something about yourself, aren't you, Vanessa?
Yeah.
He's not going to take you seriously, and I hate to ruin any situations for him. He's not going to take you seriously until your agitation causes you to withhold sex from him. And that'll either cause one of two things. That'll either cause him to behave on a basis that you consider better, or it'll cause him to leave you altogether. So it's a tricky proposition.
Right.
Now, do you want to run the risk of losing this guy?
I could.
All right, well, if you want to run the risk of losing this guy, then you may get him to conform to more the way you want him to if he begins taking you more seriously. And he ain't going to take you seriously if at 1 minute you're chopping down his throat, if you're hovering all over him and smothering him with accusations, and then the next minute you're with your legs behind your head going, yeah, harder, oh, yes! He's not going to take you seriously. Why should he take you seriously? Why would he care about your accusations? He doesn't. Do you live with this guy?
Do I live with him?
You don't live with him, do you?
No.
No.
No, the place where he lives at, he says that his younger brother lives there, but I'm not allowed over at his house.
Let me make sure there's no uncertainty. Let me make sure everything is as clear as apparently you needed it to be, okay? The calls he was getting was from this girl that you know of. He is having sex with her on occasion when he gets the opportunity. So have no illusions as to what the status of your current relationship is. Just like a lot of relationships out there, more casual than you think it is.
He said that he broke up with her a long time ago.
Doesn't mean he doesn't still have her on his roster. All right? She's still on his roster. She's still pulling off the sweats and getting out there on the court when he calls on her. And they have had sex. I will put everything on it that you want me to put on it. That he has had sex with this girl. I don't even know these people, Terry. And I know for a fact that he's had sex with this girl within the past couple of months. And you know that better than I do, even though I know it pretty damn well. You know in your gut that he's had sex with her over the past 3 months, right or wrong? What does your gut tell you, Vanessa? Has he?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so you know you don't know anything I'm not telling you. Wait, did I phrase that right? You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know everything I'm saying, even before I say it. You don't need me to tell you this.
You're not telling her anything new.
Yeah, I'm not telling you anything you don't know.
Right.
Right.
Your gut. Trust your gut. A woman's gut is always right. I speak for all women. I don't know if you know about this, Vanessa, while representing all men. And in speaking for all women, I can tell you, if you just trust your gut, you'll be right more than 99% of the time. There'll be some exceptions. Rare. Very rare.
Mm-hmm.
Your gut.
Oh, all right. And cutting him off then.
I trusted my gut. It got me to 300 pounds.
What are you saying? You're going to cut him off then?
Yep.
You're cutting him off.
There you go. She's made her decision.
Why? Now I'm the reason she's cutting him off.
No, maybe not necessarily that. Maybe
I just got her in tune with her gut.
Right. Maybe that's it. She was doubting herself, and now is confirmed.
I just confirmed it. I confirmed what her gut has already been telling her.
Yes.
You're cutting him off. My ass, you're cutting him off. You'll be having sex with him tonight, tomorrow, and all through the weekend.
No, because I haven't called him in a couple days, so.
Mm-hmm. And he ain't messing you. On a Monday and Tuesday. Around Thursday, if you're not calling him, then he's going to wonder where you are.
Right. And I'll tell him. I'll tell him the truth.
Friday night, 2:30 a.m., he's definitely going to be wondering where you are. You're going to tell him the truth. You're going to make a big scene like you did in Reno, and then you're going to have sex with him.
It wasn't a big scene in Reno.
It probably was. You probably don't think it was. It was a bigger scene than he was looking for. All right? But, hey, you should be treated a little bit better than a guy who's screwing around on you behind your back. Shouldn't you? Don't you deserve better, Vanessa?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then you proceed accordingly.
All right.
Okay, baby? How old are you?
Guys.
How old are you?
25.
Are you that old?
That old?
I didn't have a day over 19, Terry. 25. All right.
No, the guy's like, he's 31.
If you're 25, maybe you should start learning to put up with this stuff.
Yeah, you may have to prepare yourself for the future.
Mm-hmm. You better take what you can get starting now. Go.
Stay home and watch Reno 911.
What is this? What is this I'm getting here? Pasty has just passed me a note.
Yes.
Urban King has been banned from Terry's chat room because he causes problems and stirs up crap every day. What am I reading here? Pasty,
Who's that from?
I think it's from, it says from Christopher Ian Sterling. Which
that would be the gay phone operator.
We know that person better as... Oh, I see what this is. Oh, I get it now. You're right. Let me explain this to you. This is a note sent from gay phone operator to Pasty David Arthur III, better known as Pasty Dave to you and me, from gay phone operator saying that he is going to never return to Terry Cam.
Oh, until he is.
He is never going to be a part of Terry Cam. He's never going to be a part of your chat room. He's never going to be a part of your Terry Cam overall thing from this day forward unless...
Say it isn't so.
Unless Urban King is banned from the room. According to Gay, he causes problems. He stirs up crap with Gay every day. He's tired of it. He's never asked in the past, up to this moment, that anyone be banned. But he is asking for you, Terry.
Yes.
And I guess Pasty, to some extent, that you fulfill his request of banning Urban King. Now, is Urban King a regular, Terry? Do you know this Urban King?
He is one of the regulars, yes.
Is Urban King in Terry Cam chat room?
No.
Is he in the facility right now?
No, he was earlier today. And
So what do you care, Gay? He's not even there.
Well,
Big baby.
Gay left first. So Urban then left because he made Gay leave. So he did his job.
Gay doesn't cause problems in there?
Everybody causes problems.
No, we know, you feel me?
Everybody causes problems, so why is Gay asking for someone to be banned? I told you a week ago, I told you now going back weeks, that this is what it is. And to ban anyone from a chat room is like so absurd.
It's crazy.
Censorship.
To ban someone from a chat room because they're saying something you don't like is like, give me an analogy. It's like
that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm really good at coming up with analogies.
It's silly.
I'm so good. It's like
banning some real huge lady from Weight Watchers.
Well, it's like being in like a battle royal and saying, well, that guy hit me too hard, I'm out. I mean, you got to take what's coming to you, right? Once you get in the mix, once you get in the room, all bets are off, right? Is there kind of a free-for-all in the chat room or no?
Exactly. Whatever goes on there comes with the territory.
But also, understand that I'm not the only one that has banning ability. So, like, the stick cam admin, if they ever go in there, they can do that
that's
too.
That's one thing. But for Gay to say that this person is over the top.
He can go. The thing is that Gay can get him banned through stick cam admin just by sending
let him try.
abusive.
He's a gay phone operator.
Abusive flag.
He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, Gay.
No, you're going to let me give my side of this, okay? Yes, I stir up crap in the room all the time. But when Terry has asked me to stop talking about Urban's bitch whore wife and his little bastard child.
Nice. Okay, now I get it.
Yeah,
no,
okay. We see who the culprit is.
Let me finish.
Yeah, right. You've said all you need to say.
No, let me finish. When she has asked me to stop talking about those two people in the room, I have. Okay, what he does is he continues. You know what? Turn it off.
Here comes the big conclusion. Why should I turn it off now? Here comes the best part. You ready? Okay, there we go. Now it's off.
This is the difference.
Tell me the difference.
When Terry has asked me to stop talking in the room and making comments to this guy so that I don't rile him up, I've stopped. He continues to send me private messages saying, hey, yuck mouth, hey, yuck mouth.
That's pretty funny.
All the time. You know what, Vinnie, you little faggot? Shut the hell up.
Geez, I don't think homosexual slurs are really necessary
I'm getting
here.
tired of your crap and your little Lorena fat bitch protecting your ass because you don't have anybody else to help you.
It seems like you got more than just a problem with Urban King in the chat room.
It pisses me off that Urban can continue to do this crap.
Yes.
Terry's busy doing all her stuff. It's not Terry's fault. She doesn't see it. But there's
nothing
no other
to see.
moderators
It's
in
a
the room.
chat room. It doesn't need moderators. It is a free-for-all. Chat room is synonymous with free-for-all.
No,
if you don't want to be a part of a free-for-all, you don't go in a chat room.
No. Then if that's the case, then I'm going to say whatever the hell I want in that chat room.
You do anyway.
Continue to talk about his little bitch whore wife and his bastard child. If that's the case, then I'm going to say whatever the hell I want.
That's awful. You talk about someone's kid, though. Isn't that a little low?
Whatever. No. I'm going to say what bothers him just like he says what bothers me.
Well, guess what?
If he can make low blows, so can I.
I know you love a nice low blow. Now, guess what, Gay? Gay phone operator from Seattle, Urban King from San Francisco, would like a word with you on the phone line.
He can have a word. I don't believe anything the bitch says.
Urban King, gay phone operator, is trying to get you permanently banned from the Terry Cam chat room. What are your thoughts on this, sir?
Get your gay ass out.
He's Urban King?
Yeah, that's Urban King.
He doesn't sound so tough when he's not typing, Terry.
No.
He's a man. He's a whore. He's a man whore.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you're so dude. And then he tries to tell me that he walked away from his computer and his coworker is the one that sent the message.
Oh.
And I said, dude, it doesn't matter. It came from your username.
First of all, I don't know if that was really Urban King because he hung up.
I would say no.
I'm now starting to believe that might not have been Urban King. But there is someone that would like to have a word with you on the subject.
He's a man, not really a whore, but he's a gay phone operator.
Did you get a job yet?
You know what? You know what? On the Terry Cam website,
what?
You are such a little freaking bitch. You need to be banned.
John, how do you know? You don't even have a computer that you can sign on.
I'm on there. I don't go by John on there, but I'm on there.
I love what he calls him girl. Yes. Mm-hmm.
John, should we talk about the text messages that you sent me that say you love me?
Oh, jeez.
And that you want me to do something to you so well?
Wow.
Well, when you bend me over and give me head, I mean, what?
Okay. That's not right. I didn't hear that.
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My bad. I got to keep it clean. My bad.
Yes.
Well, I did say that, though.
Okay. Gay, the bottom line is your request is denied.
Oh, denied. Here's
No,
the thing.
you know what? Gay phone operator is the one that needs to be banned.
I'm not banning him, but I'm certainly not banning this Urban King, whoever he is, as a matter of fact.
No, Urban King is a... I believe is a real nice person.
Okay, you work on that. All right, anyway, real nice person. I would not only at this time like to announce that Urban King's status is perfectly in full capacity on the Terry Cam chat room situation, but I would like to give him a pass to go to the front of the buffet, Terry, so there's no waiting in line.
What?
And he gets to cut all y'all, and he is in good status, and gay phone operator's request of having Urban King banned from the chat room is been denied. So
I don't ask you for very many things.
Well, you shouldn't ask for this.
Really? Is that true, Gay?
For real? 15,000?
Oh.
I said it.
Gay, you do ask for some things, and this request is just a little too ridiculous, all right?
I mean, Gay, since when can you not take verbal attacks? Since when do insults hurt your feelings?
No. The thing is, if I'm asked to stop talking to him...
Well, Terry shouldn't ask you to stop talking. Terry's wrong in telling you to stop talking. I don't know why Terry says stop talking.
Because Terry's trying to keep
understand. Well, and the other thing too, is that what you don't see on a daily basis is it's not just when people start going at it, especially gay and urban or whoever. It makes other people in the room who are there that have no beef with anybody who would just want to either talk about what's going on in the show or whatever. It interrupts their enjoyment.
Oh,
so then, all right, well then,
enjoyment is interrupted.
Okay. I just closed down the room.
Oh, man. Why, Terry, why'd you close down the room?
Because,
what is wrong with you?
I'm done.
Why don't you let people choose if they want to be in there? Let people choose.
Because I get tired of being hit with private messages. Please stop this. This is childish. This is boring.
Well,
this is old.
Ignore them.
I'll ignore them. You're right. I'll ignore them, and I'm done. I'm done.
Unbelievable.
Close it down. Just let people choose. If it's too much for them, they get out.
Just close your laptop and let them go at it, Terry. If it's getting you.
I'm done. I'm done. You guys do it.
Unbelievable.
That's fine. If you want to run it that way, run it. Let it be the team.
How hard it should be to run that way.
It's
just
not.
Let it run itself.
I'll hand it over to VTP.
You don't have to hand it over. Just when you're getting fed up, just ignore it. That's all I'm telling you to do. Don't shut it down. Now everyone just got kicked out?
Yes.
You see what you've done, Gay?
God, you ruin everything.
You ruin everything.
No, I didn't.
You're selfish that way, though.
With your ridiculous...
You goddamn bitch.
With your ridiculous request...
God, kiss my dad. Oh, you're an asshole. I'm so tired of you doing that and making...
You make ridiculous requests.
You know that you're not the problem.
You
I'm
ruin
just
everything.
Done.
You are more than just the problem.
It's not my idea in the first place.
No, I can be the problem. I know that, and I egg it on. But you know what? When I stop and I
put myself in check so that I make it so that nobody else is going to have their time ruined.
Well, and people, you know what's so funny? And
I saw a cell phone place giving away free Bluetooth. He should see if one will fit, Gay.
But what's funny is that, you know, and
one up your ass, God.
Take it easy. Yes,
so what I was going to say was, what's funny is, it does start out, everybody starts joking and things like that, and then everybody starts taking it way too personal. And that's when, and Vinny's one of the biggest culprits out there. And, you know, he's out there talking crap to me, to whatever, but he can't take a joke. He's got the thinnest skin in the world.
Back on me.
But it's true. You do get pretty sensitive when
you get all sensitive. Oh my God!
You got pretty pissed.
Hey, but
you took it all personal, and no, you don't. You took it all personal, and I even said off the air. I said, Vinny, he's just messing with you to get under your skin. And
okay, well, that's what Gay does. He talks.
Okay. Right. And
when
but
he
what
can't
I'm
take
saying,
it back.
Oh boy.
No, what I'm saying is that it gets way too personal. So
we're not at church here.
Right. I understand that.
Thanksgiving dinner with your family.
At a chat room environmental situation.
That's why
they're volatile. People say stupid crap in there.
This is what you signed up for.
Well, I didn't sign up for it.
Well, you did.
It wasn't my idea. It was your idea.
I think it's going great.
You wanted the kid more than I did.
You did.
Well, Terry,
give me the hanger.
We got.
Whoa, God! We got the hanger.
We got two.
Abort.
All right, listen. We got two people saying that they're done. I'm going to call Gay's bluff. I'm going to tell you right now, Gay.
Thank you,
Gay.
So funny.
I'm going to tell you that your request is denied, and you made a claim in this email that if we don't ban Urban King, that you are going to withdraw from the chat room forever. Let's see if that's the case, because this request is denied.
Great.
And Terry, if you are at the point where you can't take it anymore, well, tomorrow morning we'll give you a day off and see if you want to come back the next day. We'll make it Vinnie Cam tomorrow if you want to.
No, I think you should, really.
I think Vinnie would be just fine.
I think you would. I truly do.
If you hate it so much, Gay, maybe I got to ban you. Oh. All right?
You know what? Screw you.
Well, you're the one complaining about it. Just stay out then.
Urban
King. That's not the point, Scott.
Urban King is not complaining. You and Terry are complaining.
Urban King. Wait, Chris, stop.
Wow.
Shut up
Chris,
for a minute.
Serious. Wow.
Chris, Ian, you listen to me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, go ahead, Terry.
Urban King gets on there and private messages me all the time. Ban Gay. He's in
ban Gay. Wow. Yeah.
You know, so he asks Gay to be banned just as much.
Yes.
Okay, this is what you do. You love chat rooms. You love chat lines on the phone. This is what you do.
This is your life.
You know what's in store for you when you go in these places. Since when can you not take someone taking a shot at you? When can you not take that? Are you that sensitive?
No. You know what? I honored Terry's request to stop doing it in the room. If I'm going to honor that, then he has to honor it. You know what? And I'm not going to put someone on ignore. They should just stop when they're asked to stop.
Well, they shouldn't be asked to stop.
John's on harassing me. When I asked him not to call me,
the guy you invited over?
Call me.
Such a harasser.
Shut up, Scott. What do with it? You to make sure to see if he was a really nice guy.
Yes, John, what were you saying?
You got a bunch of money.
I'm sorry, John. What was that? What, John?
He's my friend, and you called him out? You know what? Go F yourself. What? T-Man, you're late for break.
Okay, I'm late for break. Thank you,
I had to say that.
Okay, I'm late for break.
Yeah,
that's
so
another thing you've done.
His way. You know what? Go to hell.
Okay. Yes. There it is.
Wow, that's what you get. Go to hell.
That's nice.
So I'm already there.
The chat room is closed down, Terry, or what?
No, I'm emailing the admin and asking them to make it VTP cam.
You're so stupid. Such a baby. God, you're such a baby.
You honestly are the biggest baby
ever.
That is so absurd, okay? That is so immature. If you are really doing that right now, and I see you typing, if that's what you're really doing right now, you have lost it.
You don't like how I run it. It wasn't my idea in the first place.
You don't have to run it. Let it run itself. I'm not telling you to run anything. I'm just telling you to sit in front of the laptop. That's all I ask you to do. You don't have to participate in it. You don't have to type a damn thing. You can sit there, fire it up,
move on with your life.
And just move on with your life from 6 to 10. All I'm asking you is to sit in front of the camera, which you can't help but doing while being on the show anyway. So I'm asking you to do nothing. I'm not asking you to monitor what's going on in there. I'm not asking you to write. I'm not asking you to contribute. I'm asking you to do nothing. I think you misunderstood the whole idea of Terry Cam. Do nothing. Can you do that?
I'm so good at that, dude.
So now we're clear on that.
Ask my wife.
Put Terry Cam back up and do nothing.
Oh, it's VTP Cam.
And let it take care of itself. The T-Man Show. Brother Wiz. Terry, I hope you enjoy your... What is today? Today's the 5-year anniversary of the war. You gonna have a little war party or what?
Oh, absolutely.
Go around, shoot everyone.
Yeah.
A lot of people having war parties today, Terry.
All right.
Yes. For those who didn't make it on this morning, well, with the gay phone operator fiasco, that whole situation has left us no time to do anything right now. I don't have time to do hibbity-hoo.
It's always about him.
It's a damn shame. Everything all right there? I didn't want to ask.
Everything's fine.
And VTP Cam?
Well, I'm in the GPO stick cam now.
Oh, you know, we've been here before, Terry.
Jeez.
Ridiculous.
To babies.
Yeah. Can't believe. I wouldn't believe it if you if I wasn't sitting here and you would explain that Terry's being as big a baby over it. I'd be like, no, she's not.
Right, you would say, wait a minute, about a chat room?
Come on.
Really, Terry?
She's not getting that worked up over a freaking chat room.
You can't believe it. Nobody would ever believe it.
Well, it's true, apparently, and hopefully between tomorrow and today, everything will start to come into perspective a little bit, all right?
I'll just switch little spots.
Okay. All right. Very good. Whatever. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, you will.
All right.
I believe so.
March Madness starts tomorrow.
Oh, it does.
Something tells me the madness is
it's already
become a
begun.
little earlier as far as our purposes.